Welcome back to session 19 of Echoes of the Astral Sea. Last we left off, the party killed the Brotherhood of Steel Paladin,
That was murder.
got the ship damaged from by space whales, and then went to a black
Because
market.
apparently whaling is frowned upon these days.
But they were actual space whales, not astral whales, because they were Purgle from Star Wars.
Purgle and Kandori are actually both astral whales in this multiverse. Like they're
In this one, but
Yeah.
the original idea, they're space whales, like actual
yeah.
space whales.
How
Kandori
closely
are space
related
whales
are they?
too. Purgle are a subspecies of Kandori.
Alright.
And yeah, Kandori subspecies can look very, very different because they're weird and magical and from the astral sea, so of course. Anyways, let's get back going on this.
Honestly, sometimes I don't fully understand how the astral sea itself works, and I'm scared to look it up.
It's
I mean, the
complicated.
biologist in me wants to say that they're the same genus but different species, but who cares?
Honestly, you'd be surprised how many real-world animals have that thing going on.
Anyways,
Yep.
Where it's like, how are these related?
Yeah. Anyways, so last we left off, it was getting into some downtime. So,
Yes.
everyone, give me a number between 1 and 100. 50.
45.
82.
67.
Joey is the closest. The number was 9.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I was tempted to do 30-something, but I didn't.
So Joey, you're gonna start us off. So first of the I don't know if it's 3 downtime slots, but first of the downtime slots, what are you doing?
Well, shit, I didn't prepare this far.
I literally told you to prepare.
I mean, last time you did say you were going to help Ticker with engine repairs, so
Yeah, I
Well,
said I'd do
there's
that.
the engine repairs, and there's also the golden cube that is not the
It's
battle.
not even a cube, it's a sphere.
Yeah, yes, the puzzle ball. I'll worry about that in a minute. I'll help Ticker with some of the fixins.
Okay. So you go down to his office. Not his office, his workshop. Scervo has an office, Ticker has a workshop.
On engineering.
Mm-hmm. You walk in to see him gathering some tools and sorting some parts, and he sees you walk in, and go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's just, you mentioned you might need help?
Sure. He reaches over to his gauntlet and presses a couple buttons, and you see the semicircular clear housing around the glowing orb in the back of the room descend into the floor. Now, a word of advice before we get started. He picks up a piece of scrap metal off the floor. Whatever you do, don't touch that orb. And he tosses the scrap metal at the orb, and it instantly dissolves on contact.
Is that the primary power source of this vessel?
Yep. It's called a mythalar, basically a magical battery. But it doesn't really know how to temper its energy, so it sends way too much energy into anything that touches it, including people.
Most people settle for the explanation that you do not touch a live power conduit. So what can I do for you?
Well, some of the couplings we have to I'm not gonna say it. He just talks about like some engineering mumbo jumbo about how the ship works.
Technobabble.
Yeah, technobabble. Make a Tinker's Tools check at advantage.
Yes. So I discovered some of this stuff might apply closer to Mass Effect fields than I initially suspected.
Mm-hmm.
I still have more magical research to perform, but that has to...
I'm also gonna say that helping Ticker with these repairs is gonna count as some of that magical research. So. Because this is
I'll
the
need
first time
to,
you're like significantly working on the ship, so you're gonna learn some stuff about magic and.
Yeah, and honestly, given the fact that I'm a Quarian, a freaking ship engineers, I freaking like it took me long enough.
Yeah, and
Oh right, advantage.
Yep.
Oh god.
Nat 20. Yeah, you gain a very good understanding of how this thing works. Because that was a nat 20, I'm gonna say you have enough magical understanding to like do magic now. So. Like that, I'll be honest with you, Joey. That's what I planned as your upgrade, because everyone was getting
Fair
upgrades.
enough.
Was you can do magic stuff now, because you were wanting to be able to do that. But
yeah. I wanted to do some. I wanted to have Nilo do some research. I just wasn't fully figuring out how to do that, and I figured working on the ship would at least help slowly introduce her to it.
mm-hmm.
And with a nat 20, holy cow, Ticker better watch out. Someone's coming after his job.
Yeah, but you get some of the repairs done. There's a lot of repairs to do, so it takes a while.
Yeah.
But you do get some of them done. So we will move on to Vagar next. What is Vagar doing?
Vagar. Are we able to go back to like the black market and stuff?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so Vagar and Eden are just going to have some time alone.
Okay.
Just away from the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a hotel for the
Why?
night.
What's wrong with the ship? It's only full of a bunch of madmen, monsters, pirates, and a crazy tentacle ghost lady that keeps appearing out of nowhere. and talking very snarky to you people.
I'm gonna say that like wherever that like if you go to like a little cafe to eat, it's like the waiter is like the very stereotypical French waiter, like little pencil mustache and.
You say that, and yet my first. You say that.
Madame like anything tonight?
Yeah,
you
exactly.
say that, yet my very first instinct was to assume that it was everything you just said, except it was still a Thrycreen.
You know what? Sure, yes. They are also a Thrycreen.
Thrycreen. Oh my goodness.
He's a Thrycreen with a fake mustache on and with a French accent.
You know what? That's fine.
No, he doesn't.
reason.
No, he doesn't
It's a
have
magical mustache.
No, it is a real mustache. Some bugs have hair. Some bugs do have hair. Like
yeah, fair enough.
Bumblebees.
Fair enough. I
Bunny
just thought it'd be.
bees.
Do they
fair
dance
enough.
to like
Spiders.
to talk?
Because,
I mean, if it's like a bee, then
no,
they just dance.
no,
to talk.
Thrycreen don't dance to talk. That Azapians would probably do that. That's a bee folk race. But anyways, yeah, the waiter is a Thrycreen with a French accent.
Because why the hell not?
Yeah, that's cute. Yeah, they're just gonna have like a whole day to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be sweet. He's gonna buy her even more flowers.
Okay.
So what you're saying is it's date night now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, pretty much, because like they haven't had a time to themselves.
Yep.
Right, this is the only place. Like they finally have like a place where no one's gonna look at them weird.
Yeah.
Or look at them like they're doing something blasphemous.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll jump over to Juno now.
Fuck, I forgot about her. She is.
She is also. I'm sorry. Did you seriously? Jerry Juno? Did we seriously
yeah, I
pan the
just
camera
got
to
her
the side
back.
and there's Juno just quietly waving?
Hi, I'm here.
Juno
Pretty
is here
much,
too.
yeah.
Okay. Juno
Okay,
is
no.
there.
Juno is. Yeah,
No,
Juno is just going to
Juno's
she's gonna
present.
see that like she's bothered Varut enough, so she's just going to she's going to tie her rad roaches to a post and start just like playing around with them.
Okay.
She's gonna like try and teach them tricks,
Yeah.
like sit, play dead.
You get some weird looks from the crew when you're doing that.
Us too.
She doesn't care.
I know.
She's getting stuff done.
Not
Moving
the
on.
weirdest thing Scervo's seen, but
Moving on to Emiria.
I have a what is it? I have a Hulk to improve on, so I am going to spend my downtime repairing the body.
The body of what?
The what is it? The flesh golem.
Oh, yes. I was having you make surgery kits for that, right? Surgery kit checks for that,
Yes,
right?
surgery.
possible.
Check.
Very possible. It makes sense.
All right. Sheet. Hello there. There. Tools. Surgery kit. +10. Plus little Isaiah over here giving me a +1. So that's +11. D20 +11.
Yeah.
26.
Yes, obviously.
I'm sorry, we were looking for a 27.
I forget how long I said that would take.
I believe it was also 3 because I had the essence on me as well. Because I bought that.
Yeah. Let's see. Making it from scratch would be 6 checks. So we'll say 4 checks. So we'll say
All right.
no. Well, we'll say 4 checks spread out over 2 long rests.
Okay.
So, make another check for this rest then.
All right then. Dang it, that one.
So yeah, 1 success, 1 failure.
All right.
Yeah, if you fail 3 times in a row, you lose the items you put in. But I doubt you'll fail 3 times in a row because the DC is like 15. You would have to roll really low to fail.
Wait, could I take 10 or no?
Not for crafting checks, no.
All right, never mind.
So that's Emiria on to Bradley.
Okay, first thing, so I have a question. Aside from Ticker's workbench down in his workshop, are there any other suitable locations on the ship to use as a workbench?
Yeah, there are a few places.
I'll go
in the lower deck.
Where?
Like, there's tables in the bottom deck. I just don't have them on screen.
Okay.
Wherever Emiria is currently working, you're just working
Yeah.
next to me.
Yeah.
Thanks
Alright,
to pocket spacing. There's a lot more cargo space on this vessel than there used to be.
Alright, I'll go to one of the tables, and first thing I want to do is I'm going to assemble hydraulic stock, and I already got the parts for it.
Okay.
Now, question: should I bother rolling the 2 checks for it because it's a DC 16, but my Tinker's Tools modifier is 16, and I have reliable skill exploit as one of my mastered ones, which means my minimum roll is 16.
Let me check something real quick. Let me check something really quick before I answer that question.
What was that?
Let me just check a ruling really quick before I answer that question, and then I will.
It was 2 checks at DC 16, and 16 is my minimum.
Yeah, I'm just checking something. Yeah. So, I am deciding. Oh yeah, apparently you actually can take 10 on the on a crafting check. It just takes double the time.
Oh, well, I wasn't
Okay,
even
never
thinking.
mind.
Oh, I was like, I could
I
quote
know,
unquote
I know.
roll.
I was just mentioning that as I'm reading this.
Okay, because if I take 10, then that means my minimum is 18.
Yeah. Uh yeah. So bonuses like reliable talent actually don't apply to crafting
Well,
checks.
with this reliable skill, whenever you make an ability check using a skill or
Yes,
tool that you're proficient in and roll your way.
they specifically do not apply to crafting checks. Only things that specifically say they apply to crafting checks apply to
Okay.
crafting checks.
Okay, I figured it's a Tinker's Tools check, and our Tinker's Tools check is a Tinker's Tools check regardless of what
Yeah,
you're using
yeah.
it for.
For specifically crafting checks, then those sorts of bonuses don't apply unless they specifically say that they apply. Like for example, I believe the bonus from Isaiah on Emiria's little homunculus thing, I believe it specifically states that it applies to crafting checks, and if it doesn't, I need to fix that. Because it's like definitely intended to apply to crafting checks. So yes, you will need to roll those checks. Honestly, I doubt you're gonna fail, but like.
Okay. Okay. It's probably add that because I wasn't seeing that saying you couldn't use those kinds of abilities and things.
It's in the
On
it's in the crafting menu under basics, crafting
the
time,
basic
bonuses.
bonuses, crafting roll, can't add temporary bonuses to spark inspiration. Okay, so. Oh, okay,
Wait,
okay.
can Ivo give me the help action, or no?
If I the help action only applies to crafting if they are proficient with the tool.
Okay, we gotta wait till next level to give me that ring of proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so.
So yeah, you're making
Your
Okay, yep.
minions don't minion.
hydraulic stock, 2 checks.
Yeah, it's 2 checks.
Okay.
So there's the first one. Should I go ahead and make the second one or later?
Yeah, make the second one now. You get 2 checks per long rest. So.
And that one's even better.
Oh yeah. You successfully craft the hydraulic stock, and you have a hydraulic stock attached to your shotgun now. I'm assuming you just modified the one you already attached to your shotgun. So.
Yeah. It was one standard stock. I was like, I already have that. So.
Speaking of long rest, I'm gonna go ahead and
Okay.
modify one of my.
Every step of this is a long rest, by the way.
Yeah.
Switching over to Varut now.
Okay. I actually didn't think too much for him because I was thinking because you were mentioning like maybe some additional force trainings. I was like, okay, but I don't know who in our current group would do that. So.
Let's see. Pretty much anyone with psionic abilities.
Okay.
So, Ticker, Pearl. I know you haven't met Pearl yet, but like.
Yeah. He hasn't met Pearl yet.
But he could.
Ticker's busy preparing the
But
ship.
he could do something like you could do something like go to Scervo and ask, hey, who on the ship do you think could teach me this stuff? And then Scervo could tell him about Pearl. That would
He
work.
will do just that. He goes to Gervo's current location, I guess. I said office. I was about to say office, but I don't know if he's in his office. So.
Well, honestly, he's probably doing quite a few things that are outside his office at the moment. So he's So depending on what's all needed, he's either occasionally assisting with repairs, especially if woodworking's needed, or if the or he's doing some doing some trade with the locals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So he's any number of locations at the moment.
Yeah, well, Varut can find him, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, he goes to wherever Scervo is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Captain, quick word if you have a minute.
He'll finish signing. He'll finish signing off on whatever deal he's currently doing. This what was his surname again?
Ordo.
Ordo, O-R-D-O.
Mr. Ordo. What can I help you with?
I am hoping you would know if there will be someone else around here. He makes a vague waving gesture with his hand that could help me get a better grasp on my apparent connection to the Force.
Right. You mean in your your far space psionics.
I believe that would be what you would call him, yes.
I'm not much of an expert myself, but there's at least 2 members of the crew off the top of my head that might be able to guide you. There's Mr. Ticker, but he might be a tad busy at the moment. He gestures towards one of the engines that's currently being worked on,
Mm-hmm.
both Ticker and my character.
Mm-hmm.
He's. However, there's also. Well, there is Pearl. She helped train Ticker in psionics, I believe. She might actually be a better teacher. Now, if I can only remember, she should be somewhere on the ship. Rather ethereal. Somewhat. She can be occasionally difficult to find, but he just sort of looks Varud up and down. Maybe try, I don't know, feeling for her with your magics. It's my best advice. Normally she only shows up when called.
Mm-hmm. Very well. Thank you. I'll let you get back to it. He gives a quick mock salute.
Yep. Scervo's
and he heads off
going to nod and continue with what he was doing.
I believe I was having you make straight wisdom checks for the Force right now.
That sounds about right. Okay, what is your wisdom? +2. Plus D20 +2. Boop.
Oh.
Hey!
All right. After a little bit of searching, you find a pale white thrycreen below decks, who you also notice that her feet don't quite touch the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I voice her, right? Or
Yep.
Interesting.
Okay.
I'm honestly more surprised she has fully visible feet.
Well, I'm pretty sure she did, but
No, because I thought she was a ghost.
yeah, she is a ghost.
Like,
yeah,
funny small ghost fellow.
Yeah, so
Well,
I thought that like
it has changed since then. She's a more traditional ghost now.
Okay.
'Cause she actually like remembers her past and everything.
Yeah.
All right.
I was just making assumptions, like thinking, like, from traditional ghost designs that, like, the closer you get to the feet, the more transparent she becomes.
No, she's pretty much just like, she looks like a Thri-kreen. If you stare really hard, you can kind of see through her, and she floats.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Hello, strange fellow.
Hi, I'm looking for, I guess, an ethereal being named Pearl. I understand you might be quite gifted with, what was the word they use here? I guess, psionics.
Yes, psionics. That is something I am good at, I suppose. What do you wish?
I need some assistance in getting control over my own.
All right. Was it Pearl will float through your body? It is a very strange experience. Your brain seems a bit different, but I assume I can make some adjustments to it.
Adjustments? Looking around left and right, like, what?
Yes, some parts of your brain have to connect in such a funny way in order for you to use things better. It seems that the passage between this area and this area, it's like, have to be, what was it? Have to be widened? Don't worry, it's a simple fix.
You really hear him muttering something about Jedi mind tricks and Sith voodoo.
He got freaking. I love that it's just like. I love how it's like I sent him over. We sent him over to get trained, and Pearl immediately is like, your synapses are wrong. Let me reach in there.
All right, Barut, make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. He's actually good at Plus 10.
This is not to see if it works. This is to determine if you also take psychic damage.
Yeah, I figured as much.
25.
No, it is a very strange feeling, but it is not painful.
I mean, he was a Death Trooper. He has at least some experience encountering Vader, Inquisitors.
Yeah.
Couldn't possibly be as bad as that.
Yeah,
right?
it is a very weird feeling. Like it's
It's probably one of those feelings that leaves Varut with the heebie-jeebies the rest of the day.
Yep.
You've been taking this very well.
It is. Ow! But it's not painful, and Varut, you can feel much more connection to the Force now.
It's like when you go and you like get your neck or your back crack, and you're like, wait a second. I think it's better now.
I can't help but picture him. I can't help but picture our Mandalorian warrior just going from epic stoic, this is a way, to ew, what was that? I was so unnatural.
Yeah, especially because
this is most unnatural.
If we count Sabine Wren in the future becoming a Jedi, this would make him like the third Mandalorian Jedi.
Yeah.
In at least 1,000 years of history. Maybe more.
This was most unnatural.
This sort of thing doesn't happen to Mandalorians.
That's because they're too stubborn.
No. But all the tools for fighting the space wizards. They do not become the space wizards.
Anyways.
A quote from Snape about using his own spells against him.
Anyways.
Okay.
There. It should be fixed for now.
Fixed for now? The amount of incredulousness in his voice when he says "for now," it is like,
Well,
hi.
die, and then we'd have to restart the entire thing. But that'll be a very different kind of strange effect.
I think I've gone mad. That's it. This is all hallucination. I've
Get used
gone
to it.
completely mad.
Mary, who you didn't notice was behind you, you get used to it. What? I'm
Oh,
on break.
hello, Mary.
Uh-huh.
Someone else can finally see me.
I could always see you.
Yes, that's why I said someone else.
Someone other than you.
Ticker knew she was there too.
Well, yes. Okay, there's like 3 people on the ship that
Yeah.
can like see her.
Yeah,
It's nice to have
that's true.
like that
You're
increase
right. You're
by
right. You're right.
33%.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
You're right.
Well, yeah. Well, you've. Yeah. Well, I mean, they've. Well, I mean, you've caused enough ghost stories that I think sometimes they see you in their dreams.
Huh. I'm in people's dreams? I didn't think myself that way.
Uh, don't flatter yourself. Not like that. They say something about a pale bug saying, "Hello, can you see me?"
But I am a
They
pale
think
bug.
they think they think the ship's haunted, and the captain doesn't exactly want to tell them they're right. It's not good. It's and then she does like her own impression of the captain. Not good for morale.
Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna mention like that was awesome, Joey. Like, how are you so good at voicing a character, voicing your character?
I don't know. I was honestly surprised that worked.
Ay,
That is
caramba.
hilarious. It's like you're good at pretending to be someone, pretending to be someone. Anyways,
I discovered I have a skill. I discovered a new skill I apparently possess. uh,
anyways,
Okay.
Varut, for now, we'll just say you get half proficiency in any force checks I call for.
Okay.
You'll have to refine it a little more to be able to do things. Eventually, you get like mage hand and
Yeah.
whatnot, but
Yeah.
um,
Okie dokie.
moving on to back to the top. Nilo, second round.
all right.
Ready for round 2.
First of all, I still need to find that thing I was looking for. There it is.
The puzzle sphere.
So, did we get a short rest or long rest in between
Yes,
rounds?
yes, you get a long rest between each of these rounds.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and
Strange
build
to refer to these as rounds. They last way more than 6 seconds.
Let's double check reading on this. Might be good just to have this in case it ends up being necessary. I'm gonna go ahead and build an adjustable tool set,
Okay.
or more accurately, modify my Omni tool to do so.
Mhm.
This is uh
Okay.
tool. Okay, now for the next part of my plan, I suppose I'm gonna compile some of the notes First, I'm gonna compile some of the notes I've gotten, and then I'm going to you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and help Ticker some more for
Okay.
now. I might learn a few new tricks.
Yeah, another Tinker's Tools check at advantage.
I don't think
Apparently.
this is necessary.
Dear goodness.
Hit him with
Clearly, once
yeah.
you
You
to you, you just know how to fix this because you're like, I've been doing this longer than you have, bro.
If
you understand this ship like just as well as Ticker does at this point.
it's like this.
See,
It's like
all you have to do is get Nero.
What? Do I roll a third one in a row? Do I
power.
just know this thing better than Ticker?
No, because he's the one teaching you.
Yeah.
Also, he's kind of the one who turned the ship into a
Yeah,
spelljammer, so
he's
I
also-
mean...
yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like, well, this is like, well, that was quite the turn.
Let's see. Clearly, this is shaping up to be that eventually Ticker becomes just the dedicated helmsman pilot, and Nero becomes chief of engineering.
I mean, I'm already making strides toward that, apparently.
Yeah. You know, that's assuming that Nilo sticks around at the end of the campaign, obviously.
Yeah. At the very least, for the duration of this voyage.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what.
For the
we'll see what
duration
happens
of our
with that.
employment.
You'll see what happens with the whole end of the campaign stuff. I have special plans. Anyways.
Yeah.
Moving on to Vagar's next round.
Okay. Oh. By this time, they're probably back on the ship.
Well, this would be the next day.
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah.
whole other day.
It's been a whole day.
Yeah, they'll be back on the ship by now.
Unless you did do that hotel idea.
Yeah, they did. Okay, they just wanted to be alone for a night, just one. Okay.
I think voicing Mary, voicing Scervo, might be slowly coming back to bite me.
Messing up with your throat.
It's like I'm getting like that scratchy throat slowly creeping up.
Oh.
So Vagar is probably just going to take the day to jot down his symptoms. He's just going to try and figure out like what his condition is.
How
Because
do
he's
vampirism?
How do lycanthropy?
Oh, lycanthropy, not
How's
vampirism.
the wolf?
The specific
How
of
do wolf?
like the specifics of like basically jotting down the notes of the specifics of like the Incredible Hulk type thing I'm doing with this.
Pretty much, yeah.
Where the lycanthropy is like a defense mechanism given physical form.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have you make an insight check against yourself here. Actually.
This can only go well.
Okay.
18, yeah.
Honestly, it's pretty deeply buried because it's connected to like a lot of the trauma that involved becoming a wither. A witcher.
I would be very, very alarmed if Vagar suddenly transformed
has
into a
become
3-meter
the
tall
wither.
black skeleton.
That
Or
flies.
alternatively, a 3-headed black skeleton that shoots fireballs.
Oh, goodness.
I would be extraordinarily alarmed if that happened.
Yeah. But anyways, it's buried very deep, so it's hard to like figure out what it is, and it doesn't feel. Okay, I'm gonna kind of talk a little bit here because like kind of going through some similar stuff.
Go ahead.
It really doesn't feel good. It like almost. It's almost like ripping open an old wound as you do it.
Mhm.
And Vagar knows in that moment that he is very lucky to have Eden there with him as he's going through that.
Mhm.
Before you go.
Anyways, off my
Okay.
off my soapbox now. Juno.
Crap. Now,
Still exists.
Yes. How does the
now
progress go on the
she
rat
is
roaches?
so she has taught them how to play dead. So what she is going to do is she's going to line them up and so like one in front and three in the back, and she's going to take a mini nuke and just bowl it at them.
Okay.
Farouk is not there seeing this, so he doesn't have an aneurysm.
Whatever happens, happens. At your own peril,
I'm just gonna say that like as she's about to toss it, Ticker is walking up to get a part out of a box, and he sees this, and he's just like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop that now!"
She's like mid swing back, and she like throws it.
The mini nuke like stops mid air and then sets itself gently on the ground.
I'm like,
Farouk, during the shouting, will come up,
make
he'll see
move
it,
at your own peril.
he'll grab it and just look at Jonah and be like, God, there's the head. And then looks at Ticker, do you have a lockbox I can secure this thing in?
No, do not take my mini nukes away from me. That is a violation of my rights.
We may have to if you're intent on risking the entire ship.
I am not risking anything except
I
my
look at
strike.
Ticker, and as I point at Juno, I'll be like, this is just a normal Tuesday for her.
Can I have my mini nuke back?
Ticker holds up a hand. Make a charisma saving throw, Juno. He's casting Zone of Truth, in case you're wondering.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, no.
96.
No.
So, Juno, you are compelled to tell the truth. Ticker tells you, I will give this back to you if and only if you swear to not do things that could set these things off on the ship.
Well, the only way I've been able to set these things off is shooting it.
Brutal just facepalm. It's a fission warhead. If you get all the nuclear material next to it by, say, rattling it around, it'll detonate.
Ticker just
Shaking
like,
that thing like a maraca so many times, it hasn't blown up.
Oh my gosh.
What we all
It's been
eternally
extremely
lucky
this entire
for.
time.
At what point do you think it's either dumb luck or that those things just stopped working?
just because it hasn't doesn't mean it won't. And I am not about to have this ship, to have a new hole put in this ship by your foolishness.
Only a hole? You don't think it would just atomize the whole thing?
The ship is magically reinforced. It wouldn't destroy the entire thing, but it wouldn't be pleasant.
That's good
Frankly, it's
to know.
frankly, she's lucky that it was Ticker catching her to this and not Scervo. We would not have a Juno anymore if it was Scervo.
I'm gonna say Scervo is within earshot currently.
Yeah.
Like he's just within earshot. He's not on the ship currently, but he is within earshot.
He can hear angry Varut and Ticker shouting noises. And not at each other.
Yeah. It's just like, what the devil's going on up there?
Oh, he distinctly heard Varut shout, "Confiscated!"
Yeah. Uh, oh man. Excuse me.
Okay, fuck it. Fine.
Tigger hands it back to you.
My precious.
How does Juno react to like Tigger just not Juno react? Varut react to Tigger just handing it back to Juno?
He just sits there like, he just throws his hands up and is like, "Your funeral."
I know she's sincere. It's a trick that
He starts to ask and he just stops. He's like, it's like, you know, we did the finger up and then it drops and you're just like,
it's a psionic trick that it's a psionic trick. Maybe one you'll be able to develop. I don't know.
What was all this shouting about?
We're like, oh, nothing, just Juno trying to blow us all up. Again. Must be Tuesday. Actually, no, he wouldn't say Tuesday. He would, whatever the Mandalorian equivalent of Tuesday is.
He's gonna look back and forth. Duchess, explain. She's gonna appear, give him a very quick and dirty rundown of the situation. How strictly necessary is this one required?
Well,
Ticker just shrugs and says, "Oh."
I mean, in a fight, you just sort of point her towards the enemy and let her chaos gremlin-ness just sort of work its magic. But otherwise, that's a good question. Oh, and if you think this one is bad for chaos, just wait. Just wait till we get to Griswold and we all start having group migraines from the shenanigans. No, he doesn't say shenanigans, from the chaos.
We've met Griswold a few times.
Then you know exactly what I mean.
Not lot of cryptic statements, a lot of puppetry.
Oh, there was this one time. Brute proceeds to tell them about what happened in that one puzzle room in the castle on Fey room with the monkeys and the weapons.
All right. Well, you're under close watch. Next. If there's another incident like this one, and I hear, and Quilra tells me you're not strictly necessary for the preservation of the entire Astral Sea, I'll be throwing you off the damn ship myself. Mid-transit.
You're just like, ooh. Oh,
Okay.
getting airlocked. I mean, he's not familiar with the Astral Sea, but he assumes it works similar to space, and getting airlocked in
He's gonna
space
turn
or
to.
in hyperspace is very, very not good.
He's gonna turn to. He's gonna turn to Duchess. Double surveillance. Double surveillance on that one. And then she's going to. She's going to salute and disappear.
You don't happen to have a secure ordnance locker, do you?
Several.
We might want to relocate the nuclear warheads there.
Do what you see is best. That protects my ship.
I think she won't try it again, but if she does, we'll take more drastic action.
What? Like what? Like what?
Out of
Duchess
character.
reappears and just starts cackling softly.
Brood is shaking his head. You faintly hear him mutter, "You're hopeless."
Anyways, moving on. Emiria, you gonna keep working on your Frankenstein's monster?
Yes, wait, hold up. Did that not one count as 2 failures?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, so, what was it? Because
I'll be back.
otherwise I was just going to spend this as D20 plus 11. Oh, I need to put an actual roll. Yes. 24.
Success?
And then once more?
Mhm.
Alright. 23.
Also success. So you'll have one more check to do to finish this. Well, you need one more success to finish it.
Yes.
So I'll say that the body is complete, but you just haven't imbued it with life yet, or I guess imbued it with undeath yet.
Yes. Have not put the cord in.
Mhm.
More like fixing up the area around it.
Mhm. Back to the top, Bradley.
Okay, I'm gonna work on my thruster repair. Now I have those esoteric parts to finish the full repair for that.
Mhm.
Okay, I assume that's another Tinker's Tools check.
Yes, it will. It won't just be one check to repair
But
them,
yeah,
but yeah. It's
yeah.
Tinker's Tools checks. So.
Okay. Boop. Mm.
Un momento, por favor.
Is this count as a crafting check?
Yes, this counts as a crafting
Okay.
check.
Okay.
Un momento, por favor.
Okay.
Okay.
Gay.
Needed to figure out what my DC was. That is a failure.
I figured as much.
This one you do not lose your parts if you fail a bunch of times.
Good. That is good to know. 1 second, I'm checking something on the.
Because different kinds of crafting. Some of them you lose your parts if you fail 3 times in a row. Some of them you don't.
Okay. I don't know if this would count, but would my AI be able to help? Because I'm familiar with the system and all that, but at the same time, not proficient with Tinker's tools, but proficient with technology.
Sure.
Okay. So that is.
Ooh, good thing you got advantage on that one. Still a failure, but
Yeah.
yeah, you're not able to make any progress. You honestly, the tech is pretty complex, so.
Mm-hmm.
You might need to have
Imagine
Nilo
half the
help
day
him.
was just going through the full power shutdown without turning it into a bomb because safeguards on a microfusion reactor.
Mhm. And Varut.
He will, I guess, spend some time practicing that Jedi meditation that
Okay.
try and just commune with the Force and
Yeah.
listen.
Make a force check then.
Let's see, half of 5 would be 2 for our purposes, right?
Mhm.
No, +4 because his proficiency bonus is listed as +5 and not +6.
Yep.
Okay. Boop.
You can feel
All these bad rolls.
you can feel something, but you can't connect to it yet.
Mm-hmm.
You can
All these
definitely
bad rolls.
you can definitely feel something though. You can feel the other crew members on the ship. You can feel,
Mm-hmm. Like, now that is a strange sensation. Feel as if there's feel everyone on board the vessel.
In fact, you can actually even feel the ship itself as if it's alive, because it
The
kind of
ship,
is.
and even
Yeah.
the ship. What? Wait.
My
He
ship.
sort of shakes his head. He's like, how do Jedi and Sith do that? Deal with that
Yeah.
every day
Yeah,
on
Duchess
planets with
Scervo
billions of people.
Mhm. All right, one last go around. Nilo.
Hmm. You know what? Just because I'm committed to some consistency, and out of game, I need to. First of all, overnight, I'm gonna actually try my hand at that puzzle. Might
Okay,
as well.
straight intelligence check.
Straight intel, huh?
Hmm.
Yes.
As opposed to a gay
No.
intelligence check. Ha 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 ha.
No.
People
I
are
rolled
just
a
getting
2.
trash
No.
rolls.
The
Yeah, no, you're
spear
you're you're you're
declines you.
you're not able to figure it out. You kind of fidget with it for a little, but you don't make any progress.
Dang it,
Yeah.
you're two
Anyways,
20s.
I'm gonna go ahead and help. I'm gonna go ahead and help Ticker more with his repairs, unless a certain Spartan thinks he needs an engineer's expertise for some reason.
I
Bradley?
mean, I won't turn down the help.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know what? Would I notice that he's struggling with his armor?
Oh,
Um,
you well, I mean, he would be sitting there muttering, writing about power conduits and cables not lining up, and you did distinctly heard at one point there was a, oh crap, 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 turn that off, turn that off, turn that off. Phew, okay, nuclear disaster averted.
Stud
Everything is
muffin, your
calm,
hand
everything is
is great.
fine, everything is just
How many nuclear
fine.
disasters are we trying to prevent on this damn ship?
Surprisingly, only 2.
Good. I feel I feel like I feel like it's not unreasonable for me to say that that's too many, but
Yes.
That's
um
really what I'm saying. That
Well, the
that
good
brief
news
one
is that no
was.
one's attached a bomb to the Mythalon core.
I'm totally going to say that brief one was the nuclear failsafe partially arming. He's like, enough. Okay, phew.
all right, so all right, so hmm. Mm, ah,
it's quite a few
that
checks, by
makes
the
more
way.
sense.
Just so you're
What?
aware, this is 8 checks to fix.
Ah, what, the armor or
The jump jets that he's trying to fix.
Okay.
okay.
So 8 more or 8 total? 'Cause I already have 2.
8 more to finish the thing you're trying to fix, because you already fixed the
Okay.
one thing, but like,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes.
So
All right.
Sugar Plum, Stud
All right.
Muffin's
I'm gonna
hands are
go
too
ahead and
big.
actually I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna go ahead and like I'll passively ask if he needs some help, but I'm gonna help with the ship primarily because it
mhm.
makes sense for my character to do that.
Yep.
It just does.
So Bradley, when it comes to you, you'll add a D4 to your check.
All right, that works.
Or
You heard him say something about
would it also work if he just added my Flash of Genius?
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah, you can add Flash of Genius to it.
That's
Let me
plus.
just double check what the hell that is.
That's your intelligence modifier.
Okay, so plus
Alright.
5.
Wait,
Okay.
do I have Flash of Genius, or is it just?
No, it's a higher level artificer feature.
It's like a level 5
Yeah, I
artificer?
just got it.
Alright, never mind then.
I just got it.
Oh, you just got it. So that means it's a level 7, I guess?
Yeah,
It's
it
a
is.
level
It
7
is the 7th level feature.
Okay.
Anyways, so I assume another tech check for fixing the ship?
another Tinker's Tools check. Yes, at advantage.
Is this another? Nope.
Okay.
Not another nat.
Not another nat 20.
Still
But
definitely
still
a success.
pretty good.
At the end of this one, you and Tinker do finish repairing the ship.
Yeah. Just.
And Tinker starts up a diagnostic to make sure you got everything at the end of it.
Yeah, we'll run. Duchess will actually chime in. Watch yourself, Ticker.
Oh, you mean how quickly this one's catching on? It'd be nice to have someone around here who knows this stuff as well as me, actually.
Oh, true. You can't get good help these days. I mean, for crying out loud, the captain's the only one who actually knows how to treat wood on this vessel anymore.
Okay,
Not a single person knows wood carving.
Okay, we'll switch over to
Eden.
Vagar and Eden. What are they doing?
Okay.
Oh, real quick before you do anything, I would like to ask what your goal is with figuring out this situation of the lycanthropy.
He's a researcher. He wants to research as much as he can about
Yeah, but
his
like,
condition, that if
Is it research for research's sake, or is it?
Is it research for research's sake? Is it research because you want to cure it? Is it research because you want to control it?
he tells himself that it's for research, but it's pretty much just for like him trying to figure out the cure for it and like how to control it while he's searching for a cure.
Okay. Because if it is specifically learning how to control it, which it may change to learning how to control it. If you did learn how to control it, at least partially, that's a transformation milestone. So your transformation would be going up in strength. Now that's not going to happen soon. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Scervo's definitely touching up components with wood stain right now.
Yeah, I gotta stick Vagar at least a few more times with needles.
Anyways, what else? What? So Vagar's still researching.
What are we gonna use exposure therapy on him? Just tie him to a table and then just start stabbing him?
That's even worse, dude, because that's what literally happens during the trial grasses. They strap down the kid to the table and start injecting him.
I don't think that's the solution. I think that would just turn into restrained werewolf.
Making it worse.
That would turn. That would
restrained Vagar to restrained werewolf.
That would
who
turn.
wants to rip your throat out.
That would cause like a claw situation. You do not want to do that. That's the Hulk's Hulk, by the way. Claw.
Oh yeah.
I forgot it has a name.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. What's Vagar doing?
Hulk, so.
Vagar is going to. He's going to take a break from the research because he did that all day.
Mm-hmm.
the other day, and so what he's going to do today is work out. And
Okay.
Eden is going to be watching him from the side, and just she also has his
Admiring you.
oh, absolutely, she is just admiring the view, and she also has his
Salivating.
what?
Like she's salivating, you know.
I mean,
Never
I
mind.
guess, but also she has his journal, and she's just reading through it.
Huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
and
All
that's what
right.
they're doing
And
today.
Juno.
Juno is she is bored now. There is nothing to do. You know what? Screw it. She's going to go exploring.
Okay. Um, make a. Hmm. I don't know what check to have you make for this. Survival? Sure, survival.
I thought that was like a survival urban type thing.
Yeah, there is not a survival urban, but maybe there should be. Um,
Because that's like a ranger thing. It's like one of your
yeah,
environments you can use
yeah,
is
yeah.
urban.
It's specifically the bounty hunter ranger that gets it. Um,
Okay, so
survival check.
survival. Okay. Yeah, that's a 30.
Dear goodness.
Wow, you're
I
plus
didn't
15. Wow.
I didn't know
Yeah,
I gave Juno that good of a survival check.
you did.
Okay. Um, it makes sense. I just didn't remember doing that.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Um.
So yeah, you find a lot of stuff. You find out that this place is run by like 10 different criminal factions who are usually always at war with each other. This area of the planet you're on specifically is like pretty stable. There's still a lot of crime, but like it's not a constant gang war zone.
Okay.
Um, and so yeah, you find out about a few of the gangs. You find out that one of the gangs is actually run by a Thrycreen, and they're basically a mafia. They the main way they make their money is by extorting protection money from people.
Okay. Well, ain't
Um,
that fun?
mhm. Back to Emiria.
Yes. Will this be the final check? I guess I can always ensure that it is the final check.
Hmm.
But I am a gambler. D20 plus 11. 17.
Yep. You bring the big monster to life.
Yes, it's alive!
It's alive.
Wait, I just realized something. Emiria isn't Dr. Frankenstein. She's Mary Shelley. like like from what I understand, Mary Shelley was a pretty eccentric lady.
Yeah,
Yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah. But the just, I'm just I'm just picturing the freaking I just see the thing come up and then it's just like remember fire bad.
Yep.
All right.
Remember, my child, fire bad.
Okay.
Don't get near it.
Friend.
Wait, did you say fire bad?
Yes, fire bad.
Okay. Or for the fact that this is a wooden ship, it'd be completely hilarious if you're saying that while in the background, like Farouk's cleaning his flamethrower nozzle or something like that, and a little bit of fire jets out,
Anytime I think of a funny
or something like that. I don't know.
Frankenstein's monster, I'm stuck thinking of Young Frankenstein, the scene where the frickin' where the monsters is given a light for his cigarette, but it was actually just a blind man lighting his thumb on fire. And
Yeah,
the
he looks at
monster
it for a
just
while.
yeah. He looks at it for like a solid minute before finally going, "What?"
Yeah. The flesh golem, it's in there now, Spencer. I'll put it in battles. It doesn't have a token yet,
Okay.
but oh wait, no, it's not. It's not large. It's medium. Um, yeah, it is a medium flesh golem.
You have a flesh golem now.
I'm not
Wow.
sure if I'm gonna give it the same stat block as a flesh golem, but I figured that
even
out.
still.
Understandable.
Yeah, I'll
Are
figure
you
that
proud of
out.
yourself? You've officially
Bestiary.
done a
No, it's undead. Flesh golem. Let's go with the. For now, let's go with the stat block for a barnyard golem, which is sort of like a weaker flesh golem.
All right.
And I'll sort out other stats later. The barnyard golem is supposed to be made of like animal parts instead of human parts.
Ah,
I'll sort out other stats later at some point.
more pages to look at.
you,
Right. So, okay. And then we have one more thing, right?
Mhm.
We have the Gooner over here that we gotta resurrect because we haven't done that yet as
Mhm.
like my guy. So
Mhm. Yeah,
we'll do that.
you don't have to make a check for that one. So yeah, you have your reanimated goon now.
Yes. The
Okay,
Goon Squad.
yes, the goon squad. Uh,
Goodness.
moving on to Bradley.
Okay, let's try this again. Once more, with feeling this time. An advantage.
with a +5.
It's actually not an
16.
advantage. Oh yes, it
Oh,
is.
okay, I figured
Never mind. You're
AI,
right.
yeah.
No, yeah, the AI.
That's
You're right. Yeah, 24.
24, 29.
Yeah, that's a success.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
Write that down. Write that
1.
down.
I would hope that a 29 would be a success.
I would hope
Like,
so too.
like it's not like you're trying to make
I'm
a deck of many things.
Okay, and again.
Also a
Okay.
success. Yeah,
Yeah.
also a success. Um,
Okie dokie. So, 2 of 8.
and lastly, Varut. One last time with Varut.
Okay.
Finish us out.
Okay. We'll just spend. He'll go up somewhere high and out of the walkway, and try and see if that changes, like the area he can see in the force.
Yeah,
Doing a little bit of that experimentation.
yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and shut that one down because I keep forgetting to
14.
apply it.
yeah. You definitely get more. You definitely get more connected to the force this time. You can like noticeably sense. You can like as Tinker walks up to the wheel to check something with it. You can like sense his relief that the repairs are finally done.
Hmm. Okay.
All right, and after Tinker finishes, he finds the main party. I'm
hmm
I'm assuming you would all be together at some point.
hmm Probably like eating lunch
Yeah,
or
Yeah.
dinner or whatever.
yeah. He finds you all. Looks like the repairs are just about done. The diagnostic is still running. I could use a walk to clear my head and relax. Care to join me?
Might as well. I need to do something other than try and fiddle with power cabling. Oh, maddening.
How does everyone else respond?
If you're not sick of me after following you around for the past 3 days.
Not at all.
Baker's just gonna shrug.
Yes, I think Herbert needs
One
to
moment.
go for his first walk.
I'm just gonna look at him and be like, you. It. Huh. As long as it doesn't start sprouting spores and trying to infect everyone and create a giant hive mind. Okay.
You assume a lot of things. I'll have you know, I did not. Listen, I made sure to correct the stitching on
All right,
the
I'm back.
previous work job that we've had to do. Of course, this also meant losing a lot of the body mass in the process, but I assure you, he is much better put together.
Uh-huh.
Don't say mean things like that to Herbert.
Using like a brief little like hollow projector that for like in battle like tactical maps and stuff, he'll just pull up a brief like image of a flood combat form, the big ones from Halo 3. And like as long as it doesn't start turning into one of these.
I don't remember getting this in your sphere, so I think we should be fine.
Anyways, you all step off the ship and are taking a walk with Ticker. And after a few
Scervo seems to be painting.
okay. After a few minutes, Ticker just starts talking. So you've all been on the Astral Sea for a while now. It's hard to tell exactly how long. Time works weirdly here. What do you all think of it so far?
Doesn't seem that different from space. Or maybe that's just me who spent just about every waking moment in the past 30 years either in cryo, in orbit, or fighting for our very existence on the ground. The whole time.
This place reminds me of my home. That is to say, a criminal empire that is supplanted by various nefarious individuals, and you can find a body launderer pretty fast.
Meanwhile, we happen to walk by a stand of said body launderer who does a curt wave to Emiria.
Yes. The head selection looks nice today.
Yeah.
It's
Emiria buying hands at the body shop like one buys, cereal at the grocery store.
Yes. Hairy knuckles or not hairy knuckles?
Do I want to go dainty for a little class, or would I rather brawny for that extra girth?
Yes, the extra.
But you see, if you pay an extra 15 cents, you can get the scaled ones.
Scaled one.
They have a special deal on the gold ones today.
But
I can get one.
Buy one, get one free.
Because every necromancer needs a hand.
Anyways, Nilo's response.
Yeah. It feels like there's so many possibilities out here, so much that has yet to be explored, and and so many things that could lead to a better understanding of ourselves and our own abilities. Though that may just be the research in me desperately trying to surface and understand what I'm looking at as some sort of vague coping mechanism.
You're right that the Astral Sea is largely unexplored. There are reaches of the crystal fields that have never been touched. There's the astral wastes and whatever lies beyond them, and I would say only a fraction of a fraction of crystal spheres have ever even been entered by a spelljammer. I mean, all 4 of your spheres I had
Or
never been to.
undiscovered.
Just like the ocean.
Don't you dare speak his name.
Oh no, not Dark Notion.
Oh God!
It's like no.
Oh no! Oh no!
Don't speak his name.
The name!
Okay,
The name is the name!
I swear to God, the image of Dark Notion being our equivalent to Beetlejuice is just funny.
Uh, so when this is all over, when we sort out whatever caused this whole mess and get you 4 resynchronized with your spheres you so that you don't suffer from that strange desynchronization sickness. What do you think you'll do?
That is an interesting question. Because as far as I know, of all my friends, of all the, 36 of us or so that survived augmentation, there's Blue Team. Well, except for Chief, he's MIA, but knowing him, he's too lucky to have died in that blast. Wonder where he is floating in the back half of Forward Unto Dawn. Anyways, and then I think there's a couple from Gray Team, so there's probably like, what, 7 other 2s surviving? A couple of 3s? I've got this new generation of Spartans. I don't really think they need me anymore. That is a interesting question.
You gonna retire then?
Hey, like, don't know. No Spartans really ever tried before. I mean, they all kind of are
Right to retire?
dead.
So to retire
Well,
is just to kill yourself?
no. They all died in battle. But we don't say that. We don't say that because that would affect morale. They're all just missing in action. Spartans never die. He says that in air quotes.
oh, so they come back as ghosts? That's kind of what happens sometimes where I'm from. Or vampires. Or zombies. You don't come back as a werewolf, though.
No, they most definitely die. We just can't let the public or the regular Marines know that because then their spirits will be
If
like
their
completely crushed.
if their super soldiers are dying, what chance do the normal people have?
I mean, you remember how big the Sangheili were. You met some of the Sangheili I dropped with. They are the equivalent of me, except they're not augmented. That's just their natural biology.
Yes.
And there are bigger ones. Jiralhanae, like big, like Golo colonies. It was a problem. Like a problem.
Let's see. But what would I do? A myriad contemplates. She thinks for a while about the subject. I could take out those nasty folks out in Stencia. Yes. Become the queen of Innistrad. Yes. That would. And then Geralt couldn't refuse me then. Oh,
Is anyone else going to
okay.
respond?
Nilo's quiet for a while.
Mm-hmm.
They're just gonna shrug,
Mhm.
like, just want to go back to work. Get this problem solved. To get on with my life.
Then what does that entail, getting on with your life?
Doing what I was created to do. Not monsters.
Hunt monsters. You know, Schnitzel, if you ever need a place, I'll be willing to host you in my place.
I appreciate the offer, but I think I'm good.
Oh, what a shame.
If you ask Ethan, though, she would love to have you. Or she would love to visit you. I'm sure.
Ooh. Eva's not with us right now, right?
No,
No.
she is not.
Ah, okay. Then I will ask her then. Ah. I think
When
there's
I
everyone in the main party.
what?
Oh wait, no, yeah, Nilo hasn't done it yet.
Yeah, Nilo was quiet for a while.
Contemplating.
Yeah, she's
In deep thought.
well, in deep thought, and part of it is not comfortable thought.
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly, there's a lot going on back at home that's hard to unpack for her at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Just
The war has
when I
ended. Shepard is alive.
yeah, she's
Well, not only that, their people are starting to build permanent structures on a planet, something that hasn't been done for 3 centuries.
she's just so she's quiet for a long time and then she finally speaks. When I left, we were in the middle of possibly the bloodiest war that our galaxy, or at least the galaxy that we knew of, had ever seen. And we were making a final, what would the humans call it? Hail
Last
Mary?
stand. That also works.
A attempt. It was a very desperate move, trying to stop a war using something we only barely understood. I left.
Ah, yes. I know that
I come.
feeling.
I come back to my home only to find that not only does everyone believe I'm dead, but much of my family is gone. My and I'm behind on everything. The war is over. There's rebuilding is, well, it seemed like much to be done, but they were already well underway. It's hard to accept what has all transpired. I suspect Legion will want to go back regardless. After all, it is in the Geth's nature to stay together. I can't begin to comprehend what Legion might be going through, partially because I don't think I fully understand how he thinks, or more accurately, they think. There, he's thousands. He's a little over 1,000 programs, all thinking in unison. But he was originally part of something much larger, almost impossible to comprehend. He will definitely wish to return.
When you say that, Spartan suddenly has a very thinking face on it. He just wonders, I wonder how Han Legola would react. Questions.
I don't know what those are. All I know is that
Big worm colony, but each individual worm is an individual mind, I guess? Consciousness? They together create a gestalt consciousness that is, well, we call him a hunter if it's in the infantry. Well, when he says infantry, he air quotes it. Infantry configuration, about 10 feet tall, about 3 tons in mass.
that
They
sounds
also
suspiciously similar to Geth networking.
They also can link to form much larger structures, like a scarab assault walker, and he pulls up a scarab on his tactical display. Big thing, nasty walker.
Not terribly dissimilar to a Geth destroy, or to a, what are those things called? I forget.
Colossus,
Yes,
the big
Geth
tanks.
Colossus. Yes, not terribly dissimilar to a Geth Colossus.
That's not the weirdest part. The weirdest part is with the hunter configurations. When the colony gets too big, they split themselves in half into two platforms, and then the two platforms are like a special bond connection. Makes dealing with hunters so much more difficult. So glad they sided with the Sangheli and the Schism.
Stud Muffin. As much as we enjoy Fact Hour, I think Nilo is having a moment. Amiria will pat Nilo on the shoulder.
It's fine.
Loss is a thing, and we all have to deal with it. Some of us deal with it better than others. Hopefully, you won't turn out the same way I have in that case. Of course, it would be nice, well, to have company sometimes, as misery loves to do so.
She's
But
actually going to put her
everything
hand on.
continues.
She's going to put her hand on Amiria's shoulder. That's actually. Thank you. That's actually probably the most comforting thing you've ever said.
I am sometimes more lucid than other times.
Anyways, as you're walking down a quiet street, it's about little afternoon on this planet. I mean, the quote unquote sun is a black hole, so
Yeah.
um,
Telling
light
time is a
source.
bit hard outside of a clock.
yeah. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Wisdom saving throw.
wisdom saving throw. Boop.
That is a 2. Yes.
Do I have any things for that?
Plus
Do I have any
Oh
things?
my
2.
goodness.
Strength, Dex, Con?
3.
Ah,
Oh, I intentionally did not grab that one.
All right.
Fucker.
All right. So you all fail.
wow.
Yeah.
17?
Yeah. DC is pretty high. You all start to feel really drowsy, and
Wait.
none of you remember falling, but
Is this like a poison that's doing this?
no. This is magic that's doing this, to be clear.
Okay, so
Yeah,
this is like the
yeah,
sleep
yeah.
check.
If it was a point, like we could always argue whether or not you're wearing your helmet. That is never
Yeah,
been
Yeah,
an
no,
argument.
it is not an inhaled gas or anything. This is magic that is doing this.
Chris.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
seems like the sleep spell, and I was like, not even helmets aside, just inherently as a superhuman, I
Yeah.
have
You,
poison
anyways,
resistance
anyways,
advantage.
you don't
This is why
remember
it's sleeping.
falling, but you blink you each like basically in a blink you're laying on the ground. You can each hear Ticker calling your name, but he sounds so far away and the ground feels so comfortable. It even though it's just the paving stones, it feels like a cushioned it feels like a cushioned mattress. And
I
before
don't know what that is.
it's very comfortable, okay? Before any of you know it, you
Yeah.
fall asleep and you don't dream. I'm trying to describe it as you're being really drowsy and you're falling asleep even though you're trying not
Yeah.
to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then let me roll actually, we can do this based on the saves. Nilo, you are the first to awaken. You kind of groggily open your eyes and you see that you and your companions are laying there on the paving stones.
I'm gonna try to get up.
Yep, you get up.
I'm gonna check myself real quick, and then when I confirm that I am fine,
Oh yeah, I should
I'll
mention
check the
also
others.
Ticker is gone.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna check to make sure I'm fine first.
Yeah. Miraculously, you weren't robbed.
Hey, that's always a plus.
Yeah. So
I don't know where Nilo's pockets are. To Robert.
yeah. So
You're unconscious
yeah.
with us.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
You net one.
yeah. I'm gonna
Yes.
check the
I'm
others
dead
real
asleep.
quick.
Yeah. As you're checking over them, Bradley wakes up, but Vagar is still asleep when you're checking over him, and Emuria is pretty deep.
Cold.
Yeah, Emuria is pretty deeply asleep right now.
I like get to my bed like, what happened?
Is it just me, or does she look happier?
No tormenting
No.
dreams because I'm not having any dreams.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know. Remember, you weren't talking to a sociopath.
I don't know.
He didn't say that, but he said, wouldn't know. What happened? Where'd Ticker go?
Not sure. Are we in the same spot we were in
Yeah,
before?
you're in the same spot.
I maybe pat myself down. Got all my gear.
Yeah,
We
I'll
were.
just say you're all in the same spot, and none of you were robbed.
Yeah.
Uh,
Nothing we have appears to be missing.
I
Well,
assume the
how do I
random
get
army
back
of
to the
zombies
ship?
with
remember
no memory
hearing-
is just looking after us.
I remember hearing Ticker call for us.
Hmm.
It seems
Yes,
unlikely.
sounds familiar.
I don't know how much of a combatant Ticker is. Maybe he went back for help?
So we might not want to stay here. Should we? Do you think it'd be better to just find a spot that's
We
more
sh-
defensible, or head back towards the ship?
We should head back towards the ship. Maybe Ticker's already there.
Can you carry Amiria? I say this as I'm not even like waiting for your
Yeah.
answers. I'm already picking Vagar up and throwing him over my shoulder.
As you pick Vagar up and throw him over your shoulder, he wakes up.
Oh, you're awake. I just drop him. No, you're awake. Plop.
He's
Hit
just
the pavement.
looking at everyone, just like confused.
Yeah. I'm gonna
What just happened?
I'm gonna try to.
I dropped you, but before that, we were all knocked out, and
I'm
Tickers.
going to try to figure
Oh,
out
no.
how to pick up Emiria because she's a little taller than me.
Well, since I no
A
longer
little
have
bit bigger.
Vagar in my arms, I just dropped him because he's conscious. I just, like, almost, not quite, but almost just, like, grab her by her ankles and throw her over my shoulder like a bag of potatoes.
Yep, Emiria makes some noises in her sleep, but doesn't wake up.
Yeah. So I'm carrying Amelia in my offhand. Because I can't use my shotgun in one hand, I grab my sword off and I'm like, okay, now back to the ship.
Can you? I
What
turn to
big
Vagar.
arms you
Can you
have,
stand?
son muffin.
Vagar?
What? What about it?
I
Can you
asked.
stand?
Can you
You're
stand?
you're lying in a puddle on the ground, but because I dropped
Yeah.
you and you didn't exactly catch yourself.
Do you have a
Okay,
stand?
yeah, yeah, I can stand
I'll
up. I'm fine. He's
I'll
gonna
help.
stand up.
I'll help him up, assuming he doesn't brush me off.
He's gonna brush you off.
Fair enough.
Actually, I don't draw my sword. I
I'm a
draw my
strong,
pistol.
independent man.
I should mention it is a few hours later in the day, based on the way you can look at based on the way the sky looks. You can
Mhm,
guess it's a few hours later.
mhm.
Based on my wildly out of date clock.
Is this
So body
planet
launder's
tidally
clock
locked or
is
does it
almost full.
rotate in place?
What?
Is this planet tidally locked or does it rotate in place on its
Uh,
axis?
uh, are planets that orbit black holes tidally locked?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Does this place have
Magic.
tides?
It's
Uh,
clearly this is a
it,
this is a geocentric.
point is, it's been a few hours since you were all knocked
Yeah.
out.
Well, I'm just
Clearly
curious.
this is a geocentric model where the black hole is orbiting around the planet.
It's a
Well,
very
I'm just really
magnetically
asking because
strong planet.
like whether or not there's an actual like night, or if it's just simply relative.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, okay.
Anyways, yeah, we're gonna head back to the ship, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think out of game I know what's happening, but I don't know this end game.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Oh, I actually don't have my sword drawn. I have my pistol out.
you get back to the ship. You climb on board the ship, and immediately you hear a girl's voice very angrily from Scervo's office. Yell something about we have to go after him, Father. He would do the same for us. And then Clara storms out of his office.
Mm-hmm. I just drop Amiria on the deck
Yeah,
plating.
Emiria woke up when you got back to the ship, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when she wakes up, I just let go. So you might want to catch yourself.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna face plant into the dirt.
I assume
Yeah.
Hans catches me.
Yeah.
I just walk through the now open door of his office. Excuse me, Captain. Any idea what's going on? We were all knocked out, and all of a sudden, Ticker is who knows where.
Okay, so Joey, I'll give you a quick rundown. Scervo received a ransom note for Ticker saying if they wanted to see Ticker again, they had to come to a certain location. And Scervo suspects that this was sent by Ticker's father, and he
I
also
had a feeling.
suspects that Ticker's father knows about the whole thing where Vlakith put a bounty on his head.
Yeah. Scurv. Scervo not even acknowledging them at first, he just is looking at Duchess. What am I gonna do with that girl? She's getting so dramatic. I believe it's what they call hormones? You well wherever it is, she's not thinking straight. I never said we weren't doing anything. I said we needed to be smart about this.
Problem.
This. He hands them the ransom note.
Mhm. It's written in a language that you can't read.
Yeah.
I look at this like, what is this written in?
Out of
What a
character,
nice way to
out
put
of character. It is written in Thrycreen.
Yeah.
Like,
Right. Forgot your. Right.
Mhm,
Forgot you can't
mhm.
read. Right. Forgot you can't read Thrycreen. Yeah.
I pass it back to him.
The long story short, there's a local mob. Some local bigwig thinks he can get a ransom out of me by kidnapping my chief engineer.
Uh-huh.
This grudge may be personally motivated. Might be. It also might be related to. It also might be related to the recent bounty posted on my head. Might be both.
Lovely. Just lovely.
Yes. Now the best course of action is, of course, Now there are plenty of courses of action that could be taken. None the least of which can be considered quite extreme. Where
No. By
figures are
extreme, I assume you're doing something. You're thinking something along the lines of bombardment.
Hmm.
That would be a bit
better idea. How
extreme.
something
about
like that.
we just go? We could have Scervo stay here, and we can go search for Ticker.
Oh, by the way, one more detail I want to mention to you, Scervo, because I forgot. I never told you this. You know
Yeah.
that Bella ended up in Doomspace.
Ah, best. Well, my best. Well, if you're just. Well, I'll start preparing a potential plan B. Duchess, prepare. Duchess, prepare temporary. Prepare temporary basing for the crew should it be required. And then you see Duchess get an almost sinister look on her face before she disappears. Where there's a there's a there's a there's a certain old acquaintance of mine known as Bella Harcone. She's related to Miss Clara. There's She'll have a better grasp of the local situation than I. I'd start there.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you planning on doing? If push comes to shove, Duchess and I plan to show them why I'm not one you want to make angry during a crisis. Almost a some of you could have swore you felt the ship rock slightly.
Out of character, what is Scervo's plan? I feel like I, as the
If he
DM,
shows
should
up,
know.
if he shows up to the site, he'll have the Crimson Duchess folded away.
Ah,
And if push comes to shove, he can throw it up like a freaking Pokeball and have it engage automated systems.
Go, Duchess!
Pretty much.
Track that
Throw it like a
somebody.
goddamn Pokemon.
Use barrage!
Pretty much.
Baron got squished flat as a pancake last time we tried this. It didn't work.
It's not throwing the ship at them. It's throwing the ship into the air and having it fly and then bombard.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Surprise.
listen. What are the odds this will kill Theron twice?
No, he fell right into where the ship was gonna land. Oh no!
Alright,
What a lie!
Alright, I will be right back. So roleplay amongst yourselves for a few minutes.
Oh, okay. Like, well, in case you need to blow anything up, and he hands Scervo a thermal detonator, just push the switch forward and chuck it.
I'm familiar with these. I'm familiar with these devices. Doubt they'll be necessary. Nice to have on hand, though.
Well, I thought there was a penalty against semi-nuclear devices. This just feels like you're biased.
I'm not
Hang
passing
out on
around like
it.
footballs, now am I?
When preparing for potential missions, having any and all tools at the ready is a must.
Palladium-powered thermal detonators are vastly superior to those archaic antiques. As he gestures vaguely to the nukes that Juno has.
Yeah. There's a
Much more stable. Kind of.
Sorry, out of game. I'm still just dying at my own line. Killed Baron twice.
Killed Baron twice.
He would be the one unfortunate enough for that to happen.
Theron's just walks out. What's going on? Immediately gets blasted by debris.
Cosmic anvil, just like Kalani was. Only the anvil is the ship. He just no, not even that.
Like-
It's like full on Looney Tunes style. Walks out, looks up. Oh, great! Here we go again.
It's okay. We have revival mages this time. Oh god.
Not again.
Yeah. So
He was the most unlucky character in that group. He kept taking all the
yeah, he
damage.
was.
Anyways,
Yeah, he was.
I'm back. Stupid freaking spironolactone being a stupid diuretic.
Yeah. Alright,
So yeah,
I don't think I understood a single word that you just said.
Drug name that makes you pee a lot.
my testosterone blocker is a diuretic.
Mm.
Ah, okay.
This girl.
I heard diuretic. It's like
Oh, sorry.
diuretic.
Yeah, I said
What's-
stupid spironolactone being a stupid diuretic.
Yes, that's exactly what I heard. I understood none of those words.
Oh,
Yeah.
Spironolactone is the name of the drug.
Now I
Not
understand
like it's a
what it
drug
is.
that makes you pee a lot.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like alcohol is a diuretic. Caffeine is a diuretic.
anyways,
Why did they name it
anyhow,
after the purple dragon?
it's
What?
not. It's spelled with an I, not a Y. I don't know why it's
Okay.
called that, but anyways,
Spyro.
Companies, trade names, marketing.
that's not the brand name.
I don't even want to begin to speculate why medicines are called what they're called.
Ask
Anyways.
a biochemist.
Someone wanted to name it funny, and they had to pick one that
Anyways.
wasn't used yet.
Anyways.
Moving on.
Yes.
Moving on. Might be prudent to take Clara with you, assuming she hasn't already run off. Need someone to keep. When it comes to matters such as these, she can be a bit of a loose cannon. Would like someone to keep an eye on her.
Once Clara just pops in. Wait, sister is here?
What was that?
Wait, my sister is here?
Yeah. Would Clara have known that ahead of time?
Yeah, Clara would have known that.
Ah, Okay, I thought it was just like some kind of thing. It's like because what's it like some kind of thing that Scervo's like, there's a massive amount of knowledge, but I guess Clara never asked where her sister was.
Yeah.
No, Clara
Scervo
wouldn't
tells her stuff, especially when it involves her currently only known about relative.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's just so Scervo's gonna go ahead and continue with his preparations.
Okay.
Assuming that our lot is already gonna try to do the look for ticker thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we should probably get moving then.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, is this what you thought I was doing, Joey?
Yeah, more or less. I immediately assumed it was going to involve Ticker getting kidnapped by his pappy.
Yes.
By
So
his bio dad that he has not spoken to for a very, very, very long time.
yeah.
I mean, he is an exile of his own people, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I had a feeling that's where it was going when we woke up and Ticker wasn't there. I was like, I have a feeling I know where this is going, but I'm going to act according on the information my character knows.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, you find Clara outside. She appears to be prepping to leave.
Yeah.
Going somewhere?
Yes, I'm coming with you. That's not an option.
Spartan looks her up and down.
Fair enough.
Well, he did warn us that this would happen.
This
Very well.
being
Try not to get too far behind. Are Juno and Varuk going with us, or is it just the main four?
Nope, just the main party.
Okay. They're doing like ship security or something like that. Who
Something
knows?
like that. I don't know.
Security.
Anyways.
depending on. Meanwhile, depending on how things go, Scervo might do something damn scary. uh, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So as you step off the ship, Clink flies over from the edge of the railing to land back on Clara's shoulder as you start to leave.
Oh, hey, Clegg.
We gotta go save Ticker, don't we? Of course I'm coming with you. It's my
You have a point
job.
there.
Mhm.
Yes, it is your job. Clara
Kind of
will
like walking
pat
down the
Clink on the head.
gangplank, I'm just checking all of my things to make sure I've got everything in the big stack that is my pocket on my left leg, checking my ammo stores and all that.
You seem to really care about Mr. Ticker.
Who is this
Are you talking to
directed
me or
at?
talking to Clara?
Yes. Why, yes, I do.
Okay.
He is. He's my dad.
I see. I think I did hear something about you. Something about that. While
Yes.
we're on the walk towards where we were told what's her bucket's gonna be,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mhm.
actually gonna inquire
Bella.
because she got this story from other people. Be more interesting to actually hear it from Clara herself.
No.
How did you two first? How did you first meet?
Yes. I was on the run from a person I would rather not talk about. Due to a various set of circumstances. Um, Found myself, let's see, somehow got locked in a strange sandstorm and sent to this strange place called Jazeera. Um, there I lived kind of as a vagabond, living inside one of the ruins bit, and one day, um, a group of adventurers had found me. Uh, Ticker and Captain Scervo were among the ones that found me. I think it was actually Ticker who found me first.
No, it wasn't. Scervo
Been
had
a
the best
long
stealth
time. It's
check,
like,
so he
what is
was.
it? I was trying to figure out who had the best. That it was either that or
Yeah,
it was one
yeah.
of you two. It wasn't Theron.
It was.
Theron
It
was
was.
dying outside,
Yep.
and what
He
is
was
it?
Yeah,
drowning
yeah.
in
It was
the
Adamantine
Scervo. It
was
was.
having lunch with her uncles.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Scervo was.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was definitely Scervo because he was the one who discovered the secret door, and he was the one sneaking around with his the best stealth check of the group.
Yep. Because Theron was drowning in the desert.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
That was a
we.
different dungeon.
I'm
Was
Yeah,
gonna
it?
need
that was
to
a
make
different
a.
dungeon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I need to make a stat block for Clara. I haven't done that
Yeah,
yet.
Yes.
yeah.
What is
So
it?
yeah,
Are we
I
including
actually
that the
distinctly
beast form
recall.
or no?
I
For
actually did.
now, Spencer, just use the standard vampire stat block.
All right.
I actually distinctly recall it almost being alarming because she was awoken by a skeletal by a rusty skeletal
But by
figure
a
with
rusty
a
robot skeleton.
yeah,
Mhm.
by a rusty skeletal figure with a glowing blue eye.
Hmm.
Quite the startle.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll
Mhm.
make a proper stat block for Clara. I forgot to ever do that. Um,
Ah,
so yeah, but for now, use that vampire stat block. It'll get the job done for this session.
You dare forget about my child?
Sorry, I've been doing I've had to do a lot of stuff with this campaign.
I know. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about her having a stat block at all.
Yeah. Anyways,
But
yeah, you travel through the
anyways,
city.
yes.
Um,
uh,
Anyways,
uh, how let's continue with
oh,
Clara's
yes,
reflection.
you're right. You're right.
yes. Clara's reflection on the entire thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And then for a while, I had to stay inside a house. I assume it was because, well, me being a vampire and all, and the sun is very hot, and so I had people look after me. I think it was something happened to Theron. From what I recall, I think he had a ship dropped on him. And so he left for a while. So the person, I really liked his blood for some reason, and I feel like
happened to him. I'm like,
it
she
has
bit him.
so on several occasions.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
No, wasn't Theron like the primary tap until we
Yeah, yeah.
gave her the alchemy jug?
Well,
Yes.
because Ticker was always awake and was working on stuff in the workshop. Scarlet
She
was
ain't
straight up a
drinking
robot.
A
Scervo.
robot.
And Scarlet
And
was straight up a
Paima has a
robot.
very small body and would probably die from the
Yeah,
experience.
Paimon would just straight up die. If she...
Oh,
Meanwhile, Theron just kept getting a beautiful night's sleep, except never felt rested.
And you're like, oh, why do I feel so bad? That poor man. He was so.
It took us so damn long to figure out what was going on. I loved it.
right.
Yeah, and he also got stabbed in a dungeon, and then he almost drowned in a different dungeon. And then he got a
anyways,
ship dropped on him.
I was
anyways,
more laughing by the revelation that
Let's
Scervo
see.
was apparently uh, out of the news the entire time her particular strain of vampires existed.
Mm-hmm.
anyways,
Yes. Okay. The rest of Flora's recollection.
Yeah.
or at least things that she would deem important.
Yeah.
Weird Snake Man and a Squid Man became the chef.
Yeah.
I don't think her and Lurdovox actually interacted all that much. She interacted more with Sidar because Sidar was the one that stayed behind and babysat her that one time and did a terrible job because she still ended up drawing on the entire wall with crayon. What is it?
Oh yeah.
After that,
Oh yeah. What? I'm gonna start. Sorry, I'm gonna do a tangent here of my own, a tiny tangent. Nilo, when you were in Ticker's workshop, you noticed that there are several child's drawings hanging up in there.
Oh yes,
Those were,
that's the other important part.
so all the drawings in Ticker's workshop were yours?
Yes, yes. So that's my early drawings. I don't draw that way anymore. I swear I'm a lot better.
Uh-huh.
Clink turns to you. She really is.
Thank you, Clink. Was it? But yes, I think I got kidnapped. Okay, I got lost in the cactus forest that one time. In probably one of the best moments. It was strange. I saw duplicates of everyone, and I didn't know which one to follow, and then I ended up going the wrong way, and it was a traumatic experience. And then just out of nowhere, Ticker just comes back and picks me up in his arms, and that was one of my better experiences. It's like if he wasn't my dad then, he was surely the dad after that. Let's see. But yes, kidnappings. I got kidnapped by some funny hippo people. I don't know why they took me, and then felt a bit hungry after that, and then I had weird dreams. Second time got kidnapped. The individual looked like Captain Scervo the entire time. It's like until it was a bit strange, and then next thing you know, got knocked out, and we were aboard the Duchess, and what is it? And just this man was holding a gun to my head. Ugh, not a pleasant experience.
Yeah.
Um,
Scervo
but it's
killed
okay.
that man.
Scervo had excellent shot that day.
Yeah.
Ooh. And then the whole place was falling apart, or at least it looked like it was falling apart. Another sandstorm, bigger than the other ones, was. And I want to say afterwards, it's been a bit okay, compared to everything that happened before, it was smooth sailing. And that's basically Clara's recollection of the entire Thieves corporate campaign. All the important parts that she remembered.
I love how childlike it was, despite the fact that she's supposed to be like 16 or something right now.
Yeah.
And she was very young when it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
she
it's
was
fine.
like 20 something, which is a lot, which is very little in Elfie.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
one day kind of mixes things up.
Yeah. Well, it has been a bit. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Been a minute. We. So our yeah. I suppose we finally make it to
Yeah, you make it to a secluded doorway in a back alley.
Is this the voice?
From what I have been told, I don't know if it's how. Bella hasn't gotten here recently, right?
Yeah, she's been here
And
for a while.
Okay, she's been here for a while, and has Clara been here before?
A few times.
All right. Ooh. So yes, yes, this is the place. Ignore the shady parts. I ignore the shady parts about this, but
You're
um,
telling. We've been on a pirate ship for the better part of a month, and you're telling us to avoid the shady parts now?
the Crimson Duchess is a very nice place. I guess to outsiders it does look terrible.
There's a giant
It is a
spider in
pirate
the rig.
ship.
There's a giant spider in the rigging. Yes,
Hey,
she's
don't.
nice once you get to know her, but it's not exactly the best first impression.
It could be worse. I've had to hunker down in multiple places that are far, far worse. Of course, they all had the commonality of being half-bombed out bunkers while dealing with plasma bombardment. So, I mean, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
It flies, and it has no holes in it.
Well,
Yes.
well, whatever. Is there like a secret knock you need to do, or?
Yes. It goes exactly like this. And then she performs the knock. Boop, boop.
You see, like, one of those, like,
The little slidey
yeah,
things.
the slidey hatches open. You see someone's eyes. No visitors allowed.
But what about family?
You hear some angry yelling, from a ways away, and then the person, like, very hastily speaking, my apologies, Miss Clara. And the you hear like 10 locks being undone, and then the door opens.
You know,
Ah,
we never named the bouncer goon. I mean, we have purse and pocketbook. So this guy
Yeah, and
just
stool
door
and
goon?
footrest.
yes, stool,
Was this
rest.
guy just doorman?
I mean, listen.
Um,
If he's not one of her ghoulish thralls, then he might actually have a real name.
I mean, this
okay,
definitely isn't the same one. She killed him several times over by now.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm like, this is probably just door goon, and she doesn't even give them names or numbers because she goes through
I mean, if
that.
his name is literally Dorman or Bouncer.
Mhm.
cool.
You see the guy, just he looks like kind of like a very rough looking person, like very rough and gruff and mean,
Mhm.
but
Rough and tumble.
hmm
So he's a bouncer.
yeah. So he's a bouncer,
Balance.
Yeah.
and you find yourself in Spencer. You describe it. This is your
All
wheelhouse.
right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, you enter the building. It is one of those houses of ill repute, as described in hit song "House of the Rising Sun."
Mm.
If you understand it, then you know it's the Red Light Bells is the name of the location. It is probably for what is it? It has strange music playing in the background as like there's a whole bunch of, let's say, individuals out for display, if you would, as they eye each and every one of you as you come in.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get self-conscious for no reason.
No reason at all.
uh, it's not like when I was playing Captain Scervo and he was able to walk. and he walked through here without much care.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, this character has reason to care.
Mhm.
Yes.
Whoops.
Ignore them for the time being. Some opposites. We don't have time for this right now.
Mhm.
Clara says it's like,
Oh,
and
well.
so
Lead on.
yes, and so Clara kind of like I guess Nilo is more distracted than the rest.
Like it's more of one of those like looks over and then just kind of keeps walking.
All right. As she leads them down a flight upstairs to another room. This one is a lot different. The entire room is covered in smoke, and what is it? I guess as described. There are several like how is it? There are several like not what is that called? Not jail cells. Not jail cells.
Cages?
That not cages. No, not like that. It's like a type of surface. The floor is made of a type of surface in which hands can easily get
Floor
through.
is made of
Grates.
floor.
Grates, yes. As smoke just rises, as there is a singular, very lavish couch just in the center of this room, with a table out in front, and the person on this kind of love seat, if you would, is what is it? Is a okay. Um, I guess Nilo, you have seen the drawings that Clara did of her sister when she was a child, and they're not completely far off. You thought some parts were exaggerated, but they are not.
uh, you're telling me her eyes are actually the size of dinner plates? What?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I just.
Um.
uh,
Hmm.
the hell does she do to get a waist that thin?
I have my ways, darling. You hear her voice from across the room.
Yep.
Sister, you're here. Yes. My
Yeah.
dear Clara, come over here. Listen, Clara just like kind of runs over to her, and what is it? And Clara just kind of hugs her sister while Bella is kind of now sitting up now. It's like,
Yeah.
now what are you doing in this part of space?
I should mention as Clara ran over, Clink moved to Nilo.
Okay.
Just and she's kind of, I kind of jumped slightly, partially because I was distracted by the seductress across the room, and also because like that's new. Didn't think Clink would do that.
I want to make it a thing that Bella and Clink don't really get along.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just like, yeah, I'll actually even just be like, that history?
Clink just she doesn't like me.
Uh-huh.
And so what is it? And so Bella is looking over, like the two have a short conversation about a few things. More like how are they doing, sisters talking to sisters,
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. It was like, so These individuals. Yes. I think that one would do nicely. As she gestures towards Vagar, and it's like, would you like a job?
No.
Hmm.
Pity.
Well, pity.
Yeah.
Worth a try.
uh,
But yes. I hear you are crewmates of my dear sister. But I'd like to know who you are from your own mouths.
let me just double check real quick.
Mhm.
There it is. Uh, you know what? Nilo says, Nilo Magara was right. And then she kind of stops. And then it looks like she's kind of stuck.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What a pretty name. My.
Yeah. Yeah. Like she's. Yeah. No. I actually just thought of this. She doesn't serve on the Rye anymore, and apparently hasn't for a while.
Oh, Ross Duchess?
Oh,
Yeah. And she's
girly.
not sure. It's a bit of a jump for her.
Mhm.
Girl. Oh.
Poor thing.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah.
I just thought of that, and I realized, oh no. Anyhow, other people, please.
Yes. What about you, big boy?
Which one?
Yeah, I was about to say,
Obviously,
Which
the very tall
one?
one.
Yeah.
there's the big one and there's the bigger one that also may or may not just be a
Listen.
mech.
Hmm.
You don't know that.
Listen, we got we got Big Boy and the slab of meat.
Yes, we got okay. We got slab of meat and we got pretty boy. We're gonna do that. All right.
And to which I have to ask once again, who's who?
One of them's wearing a helmet. One of them
Pretty boy.
isn't.
Big was always the pretty boy because the Spartan is fully encased in Mjolnir.
Hmm.
You know what? I'll
So,
take it. I'll take it. I'll be pretty.
so
That or she's got a thing for armor, I guess, but I mean,
but yes. So, slab of meat. What's your name?
even when you say that, Spartan just looks at Vagar and is like, which of the two of us do you think that she's talking to?
She's clearly looking at you.
We're looking in our direction, but we're like all standing next to each other.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Vagar's not gonna comment on my question.
No comment.
Milo's a little too busy having a crisis of faith.
Yeah, no, he looked at
Quickly.
Vagar and is like, which one of the two of us do you think she's talking about?
He's just gonna shrug. It's like I don't deal with vampires, so.
And you think I do?
It's not your job to hunt monsters.
That's my point. That's my point. Anyways, Sphere 31.
A serial number. So you're owned by someone. already.
Well, now when you put it like that.
I love that you don't say they're wrong.
He's thinking about it like,
even your
well,
Spartan has no delusions about what Oni is.
well, when you put it like that, it makes it sound. Well, we were forcibly conscripted, so I guess it's not too far. You know, I've never heard it put that way before. He's now suddenly thinking, me like, wait a second. Wait a second.
Nilo clearly stopped. Nilo actually kind of shakes her head and, like, sort of tuned back into what was happening.
Wait a second. He's now having a crisis of conscience.
Yeah.
That was earlier.
She,
That happened earlier than I anticipated.
yeah.
He's like, wait. Wait a second.
Anyways,
Well, I mean, it doesn't help that Ticker literally asked about what happens after,
yeah.
what happens next, and she's pretty much not had time to actually unpack
No,
any of it.
I meant Bradley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
From Nilo's perspective, it all just kind of crashed at once. Not a good time.
Anyways,
Oh.
Anyways, so yes, it's like, Bella will stand up to get a closer look at each one of you. Then you start to realize that, notice it, a couple of strange things. It's like, she seems to have some strange kind of, paint on her nails that isn't what you would normally associate with, what is it?
Acrylics.
Yeah, acrylics.
Yeah.
out of curiosity, she absolutely knows that Vagar is a werewolf. How is she reacting to that?
Hmm. You're a fuzzy fellow.
Say something like that to me again, I will rip your throat out.
Oh, I'd sure like to see you try.
You hear Clink make a noise that's like his equivalent of like sharply sucking air in through his teeth.
And just face palm straight into his faceplate and is like, oh, Vega, you're gonna get us all killed. Besides, try not to antagonize one. We do need her assistance.
You know, I just remembered she has the frickin' purple worm venom. That
Yes.
I sold her.
It was a good chunk of change.
It really was. It
Mhm.
really was, and we needed it.
Mhm.
But I'm just now realizing how that could possibly have bit me in the ass. Not the right character, so technically
Hey,
it
hey,
worked
hey,
out
hey.
for Scervo.
You have
Technically,
poison
it's not
resistance,
your
don't
fault.
you?
It worked in Scervo's favor. In my favor, it might. In Joey's favor, it might not have.
It's-
Yeah, no, try not to antagonize woman. We do need her assistance after all.
I just let out a big sigh. It's like, fine.
We hear you might have.
Fine.
We hear you might have connections around here, and one of our crew have gone missing.
Yes. I assume this is when that information becomes important. It's like, yes. Normally, I would charge you such for such information. Fortunately for you, there is a family discount. And since I know who this particular person is, I think you'll be getting off scot-free today.
Yeah. She probably owes Scervo more than a couple favors.
Yes.
But also
Also, I need
she was
to
probably
ask
doing it pro bono. She was probably going to do it pro bono anyway if she knows it's about Ticker.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also need to ask Scervo whenever he's coming in for that oil change of his.
Clara probably knows the answer to that one. He says they don't do it right here. It's all that.
I think
Yeah.
I was getting a nice artificer just for him to do it.
He says they don't do it right here. Something about like they keep trying to get a rise out of him or something.
I guess you
I'm just picturing someone just trying to get weirdly horny with Scervo, and he's just sitting there just like, are you changing the damn fluids or not? If not, I saw a mechanic down the street. If you're not getting, and then like after long enough, he just pulls out his pipe, stands up. If you're not going to take this seriously, I'm out. For him, it's
so. I guess. Oh yeah.
I always make the joke that it's just the way she particularly runs her establishment. He has no problem with it. It's just he gets nothing out of it. Nothing. Nobody makes him feel the way the Duchess feels.
Anyway.
But yes, so there are a few individuals of which I can think of. Like the organization that you are currently looking for is, oh gosh, I'm gonna butcher this name.
It's pronounced Coelen Kiaska.
All right. The organization you're looking for is Coelen Kiaska. They would be associated.
Well, Coelen Kiaska is the guy. Like that's the name of the head. That's Ticker's father's name.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. A fellow by the name of Coelen Kiaska. I thought that was the name of the organization he is in control.
No, that's Ticker's name. That's Ticker's father's name. Because if you remember, it's got the Kiaska in there. Because if you remember, Ticker's actual name is Clistrain Kiaska.
Yes. But yes, so his location of business is located right around here. And so, what is it? I assume one of us has a map. Okay.
Yeah.
No, Clara would have a map. It's like,
sorry,
so
I didn't really prepare for this properly.
Nah, it's all right. It's hard to prepare for Bella.
I'm winging it at the moment.
Yeah.
It's hard to prepare for Bella. Trust me, I've tried.
Anyways, back to what we're doing.
Yes, back to the matter at hand. It's like, so it should be in this location. If any of you have any free time afterwards, you know where to find me. And I can assure you, hook you up to the greatest feeling. She says in a very seductive kind of way.
Yeah.
I mean, she won't be the one to do it, but what is it? Well,
good thing Nilo's mask is already red, so you can't see how hard she's blushing.
I have a thing I need to send.
Thankfully, Legion finally stopped updating others about her medical file. Yeah. So.
Nilo having more by panic.
Yep.
Hmm.
A lot of it. Listen. Today is just a. Today's just not been a good day for Nilo. All of a sudden, she's had
Poor
multiple
girl.
crises of consciousness, and in the span of just a couple of hours, it's
Mhm.
And we were knocked out for most of them.
Yep.
All right.
It's yeah, like I said, not having a good time.
So yeah, you get that information on the map. It leads to like a rundown portion of the city, and then you leave the place.
Yes.
And Clink promptly brushes some of the like stuff from the air off of his wings, and then like on the wall, and then returns to
Yeah.
Clara.
Yeah.
You should really get along better with my sister. She's nice, I swear.
I think we're both too protective of you to really properly get along with each other.
Alright then.
I would think that'll be what makes you get along perfectly. You have the same goal in mind.
Not everyone can be that rational. If I'm not mistaken, if you got 10 humans in the room with the same goal, at least half of them would try to kill each other over it.
We should let Scervo
Probably.
know about that information we got. He should probably meet us up there.
I'll open up a comm channel in my helmet.
Yeah.
Using the sending stone radio things that ticker gas.
Yeah.
Away team
What's-
to Scervo.
Hello, do you have any updates?
He just Spartan sounds so shocked. He's like, wait, is that who are we speaking to?
You're talking to Duchess. The captain is
Ah,
busy at the moment.
yes,
Do you
that
need
makes
something?
sense. We found a location for where Ticker might be being killed and his father and all that.
Yes, where
We're heading
very
there.
good.
Ticker is located.
He relays the location. In case Scervo wants to meet us there or place some booby traps or whatever.
I'm saying Scervo is going to meet you there because I'm
Yeah.
planning for an encounter there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Duchess lets out a little chuckle. We'll be there shortly. She says rather darkly before the comms abruptly end.
So yeah, you
They're on their way.
Yeah,
you
Duchess has a bit of a sadistic streak.
she's scary. I think Ticker actually had a hand in actually making her AI a real thing. I think the captain originally hallucinated her.
Like, yes and no, yes. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but actually no. But actually yes. But kind of, sort
Yeah,
of, not really.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
It is very complicated. There, whether or not there's something going on between, but it's not actually known what's going on. All we know is that all the LDs seem to think their ships are their own thing.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Whether or not that's able to be confirmed is the hard part.
Mhm.
There's definitely a resonance between the two, though.
Yeah, we're gonna be going pretty long tonight, if that's all right.
That's fine.
Alright.
That is fine by me.
Okay.
Maddie?
That's worth.
Mads, you good?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Now
I
yeah.
can hear you now.
Yeah, now we
Hello?
hear you.
Yes, we can hear you now.
What? I said yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, you head off towards the spot on the map. It takes you through like a pretty rundown part of town, and as you're going through, you do see people like huddled around fires, and you see some people watching you from various alleyways and rooftops. And eventually you arrive in a dilapidated square across from um, the building that you're supposed to go to, where you find Scervo also waiting for you.
Yeah, I should probably pull up the metal bastard stat block if I can remember where it is. Is it in the pinned somewhere?
Maybe.
Here, I have the document open on another tab. I can just resend the link.
Okay.
Boop, boop. There, I sent it in the in-game chat.
Sounds good. Visit site. Should probably have him open just in case.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Thank you, Brad.
No problem.
Okay. Yeah. How dark is it?
It is. It's like dusk, but it's still plenty easy to see.
Yeah. This is probably the first time they've seen Scervo illuminated in such a light, and just how damn unsettling he can actually be in certain lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, his visage was designed for intimidation, so.
Yeah, you have arrived at the location, and Scervo is there.
Yeah.
I just nod.
Scervo returns it. Excuse me, my freaking eye is. Oh no. I think an eyelash fell off.
Oh.
Oof.
Yeah.
I feel like that sometimes.
Yes.
Hate that.
Especially when it pokes into your eye and you're like, my eyes
Yeah,
are stabbing themselves.
Oh, it's not even just that. It's when the eyelash falls off completely and just decides to perfectly place itself in the eye.
Yep.
Anyways,
And
yeah,
really are like,
It's like
I'm
I can
stabbing
feel that
myself.
right now.
you arrived there,
Hey.
so
Yep.
you can see that.
So what, is it just an empty square? Is there a building?
It is an empty square. There is a building across the way that is the place you're supposed to go to.
Yep. All right.
This is place.
Okay. So any particular plans, or are we just walking straight in?
In my experience, half the time they don't expect you to just use the front door.
Should we
But then
send in a collection of hands first?
That may be prudent.
Alright. No one expects
I
it.
wasn't expecting that. I don't have plans for that. That's going to make this session. That's going to make this session a lot more weird and complicated, and I have specific plans for if you start heading towards the front door. So if you do
Yeah.
that, then we'll have specific plans that happen.
Sure.
Okay,
Can do that.
so don't send.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I originally planned for you to go to the location that was in the notes.
Oh.
That's very much not what you did. So I'm using
Yeah.
that map still, but
Yeah. So anyways, yeah.
anyways,
So, yeah,
as
so
you
Scervo's just gonna say-
as you're heading, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Scervo's just gonna say, normally they don't expect you to use the front door. Let's find out what happens.
Okay.
As you're approaching as you start across the square, you see the door open, and
How many of Spencer's plans did I ruin by using the front door?
yeah, you see the door open, and several people exit. I mean, you were being watched from you were being
Yeah.
watched, so they had ample warning that you were coming.
Yep.
Yep, that's Clara. Okay, put Clara here. And you see several Thrycreen among them, several other species. Ticker is there. He is tied up. And a Thrycreen that looks similar to Ticker, but noticeably older, is also near Ticker. And
Black and
it
white, just like a movie.
black and
What is
white.
with
It shouldn't be black and white.
there's like a circle of black and white surrounding
Yeah,
Vagar.
there's light over here,
That also should not be happening.
but it's gray over here.
Okay, is that fixed now?
No.
Nope. Right here's the border, if that makes a difference.
Where is the universal lighting button? There it is.
It appears
Global
to be
illumination.
60 feet. Yeah. It appeared to have
There
been
we go.
originating 60 feet from Vagar.
Yes. I didn't have global illumination turned on, so yes. Now you can see everything.
Yes, now
It's
everything is in
all
color.
in.
Okay.
Scervo is golden.
So yeah, this one right here. This is Ticker's father, who is clearly the boss of the joint. He looks specifically at Scervo, makes some clicking and squealing noises, and then a robot standing next to him speaks. The great Coelen Kiaska wishes you to know that he seeks the bounty on the head of LD 40616. If you come with him, he will see your engineer and return safely to you.
Well, if you ask nicely, okay, damn.
Yeah, we'll put Captain in prison.
I have a question for you. Like what's Ticker's current situation look like?
He looks pretty beat up, but he is alive and conscious.
How is he being restrained particularly?
He has manacles around his ankles and manacles around his wrists, and the goon here, the lieutenant here, is holding a chain around his neck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you have any inkling as to why as to what it is specifically I've done this time?
Llewellyn makes the noises again, and the droid we're doing like a Jabba the Hutt type thing where the droid
Yeah, no, I
translates.
imagine it was straight up a protocol droid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, yeah, it is straight up like a protocol droid, like a Star Wars
I
or
figured it
space
was. I
protocol
figured it
droid.
was literally like the Loam series protocol droid, the ones with the bug heads.
Oh, well,
Sure.
wait. I thought Forlorn was just a GAN, not a droid, but anyways.
TC-14.
The Llewellyn, no. Vlaakith has not elected to share that information, but she has offered trying to figure out how to word this. She has offered a generous reward for your capture.
And what may pray chance is the price this time?
The droid translates a number that is like an enormous, eye-watering figure. Like,
Scervo's gonna turn towards Clara. They done knocking my price off.
Yes. Why would they do that? My father's worth way more than that to me.
Yeah. I've easy. But one last question. Can you even begin to fathom how many have come before you? I suppose that might be an intimidation check on Scervo's part.
sure.
Yeah, so let's see. Where is his? I know he's here.
His
There
stat
it
block.
is. There it is. I'm just going to go ahead and change this out because I absolutely must for this character.
Hmm.
If I can find his damn... Huh.
Why do my hands smell like pennies?
If he's not there, I
Interesting.
don't know why. It's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Oh well.
Ticker has disappeared. Not Ticker. Scriffle stat block disappeared.
I was damn
49.
near a nat 20.
So
Yow!
all of his goons look quite, like, hesitant now.
Yeah.
But Coellen himself looks like Coellen himself doesn't appear to care. And the droid translates. The great Coellen Kioska states that the failure of previous captors is no indication of is not necessarily an indication of your ability to evade capture, but could be an indication of their failure to capture you. Basically, basically, he's saying that you're not actually good at escaping. The people who were trying to capture you were just incompetent.
For 40 million years. You really are an arrogant one. I like arrogant ones. They're easily tricked. What is my next move with Scervo?
I mean, them's are fighting words, so you best be
Yeah, they
doing
are.
the thing. You best be doing whatever you're doing here. You get one turn with Scervo here, and then we're going into combat.
Yeah, I suppose. You know what? Just because I feel like that would be the most immediate FU move. And I think it'd just be damn hilarious. Scervo's then just gonna, like, he's not gonna reach towards his pistol. Instead, there's a click, and he reaches into his chest and pulls out a bottle. And then he simply states, "Anchors away, Duchess." And then he's going to toss the bottle into the air.
Several hundred feet above you, the Duchess springs into existence.
Yep. And specifically, the move is that once she fully forms, she's going to drop one of the anchors on the guy holding ticker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen when we get going here.
Yep. There you go.
Sadly, this guy. I'm gonna say that Coellen disappears as soon as combat starts. Like he
Yeah.
teleports away. He's not risking his own neck.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
Yeah,
of course
that's
he's
what
not.
other people are
Especially
for.
since he saw that. Especially since he probably realized, oh crap, this crazy madman brought the artillery.
Yeah.
I'm 11.
my better. Because I probably
I
roll
cannot
a
roll
5.
for Clara.
Of course he's Of course Scervo's probably going to start cackling soon.
All right. At the start of combat, the Duchess does fully form above you, and you see the anchor fall and slam into the top of this guy. He just gets crushed.
Absolutely making him into paste.
Yep.
Splash! It's just gonna. Yeah, so Nilo's just. Because she saw in theory that the Duchess could do that. She didn't. It's another thing to see
Funny
it in
way of dealing
person.
with goons.
Yeah. Oh crap! I'm first.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Why am I first? Does I need to check something? Did I give this character? I gave this character alert, didn't I? I probably gave this character alert. I probably gave this character alert. I just want to check because I genuinely want to know. Yep, I gave her alert. That explains it. Because I realized I've been first a lot. And I was like, did I give this character alert? I genuinely forgot. So, you know what? I suppose Legion. Now, Legion, don't F this up for me. I swear to God, if you F this up.
I need to pull up these
This
stat
is.
blocks. Continue
If you
doing what you're doing, and
if
I'll
you F
pull them.
this. Yeah, I'm like, Legion, don't F this up for me. I swear to God, don't F this up. Legion, I want you to fire upon the manacles, some of the manacles restraining Ticker so that he can flee. Legion, Legion, seriously, I swear to God, don't F this up. If you mess up this shot, I feel like the big angry ship that just killed a man is about to come after us. uh, Legion, please. Okay.
Yeah.
Probably good.
You destroy the manacles. That's a high enough roll that I'll say you destroy both the manacles on both pair of his wrists with that
Yeah,
shot. Unless you were aiming for the leg
because
one.
I was aiming primarily for the leg ones, and the one that was
Oh yeah.
probably still sticking him to the guy
Yeah.
who's currently under an
The leg
anchor that is going to slowly
Yeah.
start lifting
Yeah.
next round.
You do hit the leg manacles and and the chain that
And the
was
next
connecting
one.
him to the guy. Okay,
Yeah.
that's first attack with Legion.
Yeah. Second attack, let's go for a disabling style shot on the goon immediately behind Ticker so he doesn't get some sort of sneaky bastard stuff.
Okay.
Let's go with let's blind him.
Oh, you're doing a called shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's try it. Let's blind him. I'm
All right.
feeling confident for some reason.
All right, attack roll.
Despite the fact that this is Legion we're talking about. And look.
That does hit. So let me roll a save real quick. Yeah, nat 20.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, he's
Even if I rolled.
he is not blinded. So okay.
Okay.
That's Legion.
Okay, Nilo, incinerator round against frontmost goon. Where are you? There you are. Oh, I have to flip through so many things now. Isn't that such a problem, Dungeon Master?
Yeah.
I forgot. I forgot that I don't even need Nilo's actual sheet for this. I have it written down in front of me.
Dang, skill issue. I see
Wait,
with
no, I
5
do need
tabs
I
open.
do need her. I do need it. Okay, there it is. Right, it's literally the same as Legions now.
Total now. You
That
talk like
that
that, you're looking
that
to jinx yourself.
that definitely
Uh,
hits.
All right, 2d10 damage on the guy
Mhm.
because fire.
Yep.
Pew pew.
Fire. Ouch.
Mhm.
Ouchie. Okay, I think
Definitely.
that's all from me.
Okay. Alrighty, Vagar.
At least
Okay,
until the
so
next turn.
Vagar is going to invoke a Crimson Right on his steel sword, and that's going to be acid damage.
Alright.
And he is going to go up to this one right here and smack him.
Mhm.
That's so first hit. Does a 16 hit?
Yep. 16 hits.
Okay, and so that is going to be. Okay, so that's that damage, and then Crimson Right damage. 18 damage in total, and then the second attack.
Definitely also
that
hits.
hits. 18 damage in total.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's all from him right now.
Alrighty, Scervo.
Okay, first roll for panache.
Ooh.
No.
Okay.
Next move. Let's see. Next move is wait. Hey Brad, you want a chance to yeet someone?
Sure, I mean, I was thinking I might try and Dragon's Breath these two with my new ammo, but sure. I'll Kalani some fools, some hooligans.
Yeah, dude. If it involves a strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics, I'll give you advantage and a boost to 10 feet of your movement speed.
Oh, okay. So
This
I
applies
go
to
from, I
as
go from
far as I
being
can
fast to
tell. This
even
applies to
faster.
all of
Lovely.
us. Yeah, this applies to all of us.
Yeah.
Or
No,
wait, is Emiria too far away?
no, probably too far away.
Emiria is just within range.
Turn adrenaline rush speed.
Yeah. I need to check. Is that? Yeah,
Plus
that is
10
an
feet.
action. So
Plus 10 feet. Okay, so
yeah,
Alright.
I'm using inspiring advance.
so you're giving us plus 10 feet. Is that how much?
10 feet of your movement and
Okay,
your
so you're giving plus 10. Okay, because I'm just calculating because
Yeah.
I have an ability that gives me plus 10, so I'll have plus 20.
yeah,
Lovely.
and you're gonna have a advantage on your strength and on your athletics and acrobatics checks.
Okay.
Lovely.
So you want to be big muscle man against them? Go be big muscle man against them. I'm gonna watch.
Alright, Clara.
Forward.
Yes. Clara is going to go to the one that is immediately behind her dad.
If I stack them all up together, then when I use the Dragon's Breath, it'll be more
Oh,
effective.
did I give you control over Clara?
You have not.
Okay.
So
Point
you
I just
said-
realized how
Totally right here.
terrifying it is that Scervo has not drawn a weapon yet.
Mhm.
What is it? Okay, she gets 3 attacks. I don't know if she can use legendary actions.
She uses those on the end of other creatures' turns. Technically, yeah, she can use them.
Yes. Okay. So she does have legendary actions.
Yeah, she has legendary actions for this turn at least, but like, she probably won't in the future just because. Like, just use the vampire stat block. It'll get the job done for now.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll figure out things. Okay, so use Okay, so I guess we gotta do grasping strike first. So rolling 1d20 plus 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so rolling 2d8 plus 4. 13 damage. And it is now grappled. One of six. I guess once again, make the same type of attack. 20. And 16 damage.
Okay.
And now let us blood drain this guy. So another.
Yep.
16, I guess. Alright, so. Oh gosh. Okay. 1d6 plus 4. 1d6 plus 4 plus. This is 5d6.
Oh yeah. This guy has 6 health.
Oh. Okay then.
He's just very, very dead.
Yeah, so I'm going to, since this one is my initiative tracker, I'm just going to use that icon to show that he's dead.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That guy wasn't going to get the chance to take a turn.
No, he wasn't. Listen, he was put behind the guy we're trying to save. Of course he's not gonna make it.
Anyways, anything else from Clara?
Well, she did her 3 attacks. Do something on someone else's turn.
Okay.
She needs to.
At the end of someone else's turn. All right. So
she has more self-respect than to lick up the remains of the guy she's standing right over.
So each of the 3 gangsters, they're going to make wisdom saves to see if they just run.
If they make the smart decision.
The top one does not. The middle one does. The one next to Vagar does not. Okay, so this one runs. The others you don't. Okay.
That changes my plan.
This not enough.
This one's going to go after Ticker. Okay. That's 5 to hit. Miss. Miss. And this one's going to attack Vagar.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll do it after that one.
Alright, hit. And miss. So Vagar, you get punched in the face.
Okay.
Ouch.
You take 6 bludgeoning damage. Okay, Clara wants to do a legendary action, I take it?
Yes. Clara does not like it that someone is swinging at Dad, and so she will spend. Okay, she gets. We'll use Leaping Strike on obviously the fellow that is attacking Dad.
So does that have her move?
Yes.
Where would you like her to move then?
No. Like right here, probably. So, and then that's just a goal. So, rolling D20 plus 9. Nat 20.
Yeah, I'm just saying he's just dead. This is also my initiative tracker.
Spencer, what are you doing?
Clara wants to inconvenience the DM as much as possible.
She takes after her pa. How much inconvenience did I cause Spencer by breaking his stuff as Scervo? I want to, Spencer. I'm gonna plan for them to go to do all the sneaky heist stuff. Me, I walk through the front door. What?
Alright, so
Or you all could have snuck in and stolen the orb. Us. Direct confrontation and throw the boat at them. Yes.
Me.
Yeah.
It's like you could have snuck in and stole the orb. Me, I don't want to piss off a dragon.
Us. Well, we kind of forgot we were all rogues.
No. Honestly, like the idea of like we had a whole blowout about it, but like honestly, after the fact, it's funny to laugh about. It's like, did you guys forget you're all rogues? And meanwhile, we're like, oh, Pog.
Anyways, Ticker looks around at what's going on, and he's just like, I was going to call my armor as soon as I saw the ship was here, but it seems like you all have got this.
Yeah.
He's just gonna go over to this building and just sit down against the wall.
Maybe not there. That's where the anchor is.
Armor and go Super Saiyan, but he's like, nah.
The anchor is here. The anchor is
He's gonna sit down and like drink a martini.
Emiria, your turn.
Yeah.
Yes. I guess no barnyard golem this time. All right.
Oh crap! Yeah, I forgot to put it on the map.
I thought that's what Amiria's goon was.
No, that's the goon she reanimated.
That's the ruffian thug.
There you go. It doesn't have an actual token yet, but there you go. I forgot to put it on the map.
Oh, I have control of it. Okay. All right. So. No, it's not worth using a spell. At all. Okay. All of you chuckle nuts. Freaking just mob this guy in particular.
Okay, yeah.
I was going to chuck him.
Well, you can chuck this one.
Yeah. That guy just gets torn to shreds.
Oh, wait.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for anything. he goes down screaming too.
Yes. Keep the organs intact. We could sell them.
Just imagine Amelia was standing back there and it just points at him and is like, "Get him, boys!" The undead horde just descends on him.
My pretties.
By the way, there were reinforcements that were gonna join the fight. They're not joining the fight anymore.
Yeah, Scervo is laughing like a madman.
Anyways, anything else from Emiria?
Emiria's gonna sit back, looking pretty.
Okay. Bradley.
Okay, bonus action, adrenaline rush. And then I'm going to pick him up and I want to chuck him at the lieutenant.
Okay. Make an athletics check to grapple him.
Okay, and Scervo said I had advantage on this, so boop. Boop. That's a 25.
Yeah, he got an 11.
Yeah. And then I wish to yeet him at the lieutenant.
Alright, that is an improvised weapon attack, so just a straight strength check, basically.
Do me proud, Brad.
You do not have proficiency with improvised weapons.
Nope. And yeet. Before I just know the results of that, I wish to use my martial focus, which is one of my prepared ones.
Okay.
For advantage.
Okay.
Nope. Much better.
Okay, what's your strength score?
My strength score? is 19.
And your effective size is large because you have powerful build.
Mm-hmm.
This guy probably weighs like 200 pounds with all his stuff. Okay. I was checking to see how much damage you were dealing.
Okay.
Wow. Go ahead and roll it yourself. I'm actually going to have it roll 4d6 plus your strength modifier.
4d6 plus 4. Really? Really?
And you knock both of them prone.
Ooh, fun.
Because you threw a
Yeah.
person at another person. Obviously, you knocked them prone.
Yeah, that was one of the big things that kept happening when I did it, if you remember.
Yep.
It was one of the reasons why I kept doing it.
Anyways,
Yep.
anything else, Bradley?
Um, we'll move ourselves here.
Okay.
But he'll have like 50 feet of movement speed.
Yeah. The lieutenant will stand up. Uses 15 feet of movement. Can move after either Bradley or Clara. Gonna move after Bradley because, well, Bradley did that. You know.
I just chucked a person at him.
hmm
How dare you chuck one of my men at my face?
hmm
You know, I've got a response to that. 8-gauge buckshot to the face.
All right. One swing of his sword. 26. Second swing of his sword. 18.
Okay, yeah, the 20 obviously hits. 18. Yeah, that hits.
13 damage total.
Both hit. 13 damage total. Okay.
This
Had a
goon,
melee weapon equipped. I
this
would
goon
parry
stand,
that.
yeah, this goon stands up and bails.
Lovely.
he's just like, nah, man, nah.
He just got thrown by a super soldier. He just noped right out of there.
He was gonna run already. Nilo, back to you. There's one gangster and one lieutenant. That's all that's left.
Yeah. Legion, fire! I said fire!
What?
Lieutenant.
Miss.
Legion, fire better!
Hit.
Better. Let me double check the damage now that he's actually doing damage. Yeah. He did that.
hmm
And didn't do this yet. I kind of didn't need to.
What are you doing?
Nilo, fire. I didn't take cover, but kind of didn't
Oh,
need to.
okay. Yep, that hits.
uh, where is it? Oh, it's not in the queue anymore. Oh well. Nilo, fire.
Nice.
Say fuego.
Yeah.
That's me.
Alrighty. Vagar.
Okay.
This lieutenant rolled really crap. I'm gonna say that he's gonna surrender when it gets back to his turn, but it's not gonna get back to his turn.
No, nobody's gonna duke. No, he's kind of absolutely screwed.
Okay, he is going to attack the gangster that's right in front of him.
Yeah, that
that hit?
hits.
Okay, cool. So rapier damage and then crimson right damage. Okay, and then again.
Uh huh.
Mhm.
Also, quick question, Brad. How does your Spartan not have a maxed strength score yet?
It's to
What did I
keep
put for my
Kalana
4
strong.
That's all from
ASI?
Igar.
Oh yeah, for my 4 ASI, I increased in intelligence and wisdom to get my Tinker's tools
Okay.
and perception up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scervo, your turn.
Or not. You know what? You know what? Scervo's got a date. Scervo's got a date. He's gonna walk over here to where the anchor is and just stand on it. And he's like, I'll bring her around again. And he's just gonna stand on the anchor as it raises.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ticker
he's gonna
just
go
like
back onto the ship, and they are gonna have
Ticker's
some.
also Ticker's also gonna jump on the anchor when it's going up.
Yeah. Aw, I kind of wanted them to have a date night.
Well, yeah, they can still do it. Ticker is gonna go below decks
Yeah.
immediately and make sure the diagnostic didn't reveal anything.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So they're gonna head on out and have a bit of fun with those with those ruffians.
Uh-huh. Clara.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, there's only 2 like available individuals.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. But that gangster might run. We
Yeah.
can't have that.
No.
Alright. So, yeah, Clara will go over here first. And kill a guy.
Mm-hmm.
20.
Yeah, that dirty 20 definitely hits.
Alright. Rolling 2d8 plus 4. 12 damage.
Go ahead.
Exact damage, actually.
I'm gonna assume I don't need Scervo's stat block anymore for tonight.
No.
Clara will use remaining movement to go this way.
I'm gonna declutter my page real quick.
Right.
You do have advantage on
23.
this attack roll. I didn't bother telling you about the last time.
Okay. 21.
Yeah, you absolutely hit. Just was checking for crits is all.
Alright, 11.
Yep,
Yeah, I
that
should actually bookmark this.
And let's go for a bite.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Oh, that was almost a 20 again. 19 on the die.
Right, 1d6 plus 4. D6 plus 4 plus 5d6.
Wow.
26.
Okay. These guys are a bit tougher. I mean, they are the lieutenants.
Okay, well, that's all that Clara can do.
Okay. It is Emiria's turn now.
Alright. Get 'em, boys.
Actually do make the attacks this time, because he has a bit more health and...
Then
Alright.
poor guy below.
Yeah. And the poor guy that got torn to shreds.
Yes, I get to use this guy's movements. Alright. Let's use the funny barnyard golem first. First is a bite attack. Rolling. Oh, have to actually press it. Rolling 1d20 plus 6. 14.
At advantage. May as well check for crit. That does hit, but...
Yes.
Okay.
20. Okay, 1d6 plus 4 plus 2d6. 1d6 plus 4 plus 2d6. Alright, 12 damage. Specifically, 11 of... Nope.
It doesn't matter
7
what
of
kind.
it is poison.
It doesn't matter what kind.
Alright. And then, apparently, wing slap, despite the fact that this thing does not have wings.
Well, it's got
I
like
don't remember.
chicken wings attached to it. Is the idea of the barnyard
Right.
golem, but like this one specifically doesn't. You can just say it's like a slap attack.
Ah.
Yeah,
25.
yeah, I think that hits.
Okay. D6 plus... No, D4 plus 1. No, D4 plus 4. Rolling 1D4 plus 4. 8. And also must make a saving throw or be knocked prone.
What's the save type?
13. Strength.
It succeeds.
Alright. As expected.
Well, he
This
succeeds.
should be the other way around.
Yeah.
The Isaiah can't shoot people, but Ivo can.
Mhm.
Okay, rolling 1d20. 7. That one. 13.
Nope.
Alright. Isaiah. What are you? Okay. Rolling d20 plus 6. 23.
Yeah.
Okay. D4 plus 6. Alright. Goon! Okay. 2 attacks. So I guess a knuckle duster. I guess I could just do 2 knuckle dusters.
Mhm.
Okay. Rolling 1d20 plus 5. Advantage 18.
Mhm.
Rolling 1d6 plus 8. And then
So
rolling
close.
this advantage again.
Yeah.
19.
He has 2 health, so. Yeah, I'm gonna say you like the goon just delivers an uppercut to him that knocks him off his feet, and then the claws just swarm over him.
Alright.
And when they're done, there is a red stain on the. Oh, I think I just deleted your claws accidentally. There is a red stain on the ground.
I'm standing over with my shotgun about ready to fire them like, I think they've got it.
All
So
the hands holding various
congratulations,
bits and giblets.
you have successfully rescued Ticker.
Meanwhile, in the background, it appears that that while we bask in our victory, it appears the backdrop shows that many portions of the gang that have responsible for his kidnapping are currently undergoing a dramatic recreation of the London Blitz.
You're looking up at the bombardment. Brian just look up at me like, nothing like a good old naval bombardment. Good
I love
time.
the smell of napalm in the horse.
The smell of gunpowder. And hey, on the upside, because since these are old-fashioned
they needed
cannons,
this.
you don't have
You
to
know what
worry
they
about
needed
losing
this.
your teeth.
You know what they
Knock
needed
down the
this. Scervo
nasty.
doesn't take Duchess anywhere nice anymore.
Alright, now time for the fun part. What do these guys have on them?
What's
Let's
left
see
of them?
here.
Is there even anything
the,
usable about
the-
Mr. Anchorhead?
no, the anchor guy is a pulp. The 2 guys you ripped apart, there's nothing left of them. So there's.
Just really this one and this one that are intact.
Yeah.
Or that we know of.
Well, the other ones either ran away, have been torn apart, or were squashed by a cosmic anvil. And a red stain on the
Uh,
not
They
a
ground.
still
cos-
have heads.
It's not a cosmic anvil. It is a literal anchor that
Yeah,
was intentionally dropped.
I mean, you do get two heads.
Two heads.
Yeah.
Yes.
You also get a couple of pairs of brass knuckles. So you could take their clothes if you wanted to, but they're like ratty clothes. They're not. They're not
They
gonna.
got any money on them?
I mean, I
Uh,
don't know. Maybe Amiria wants to stitch up her flesh golem some new garments.
no.
Yes.
Since they were in their since they were just in their base, no, they don't have any money because they gave their money to their boss, obviously.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We have
Right.
organs that we can sell.
Yes, organs to sell.
Yes, you do have two sets of organs to sell. So, however much you sold the organs for last time, I don't remember how much that was.
90 gold.
About that.
Hmm. And after the bombardment ceases, you and the rest of the crew get back on the ship. You see
Yeah.
Ticker standing at the helm. Definitely looking a lot better. Like his wounds cleaned.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you doing all right?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for trying to. Thanks for finding me and for that. That was quite the fight. I
I,
honestly thought I would have to join in, but
she's gonna nod and then look towards Duchess and Scervo sitting on the back rail, singing a little folk song. Are they all? Am I wrong for thinking they look like they enjoyed themselves?
they did. It's been a long time since Scervo has been in a proper battle.
they and oh oh shit! All I could think was Duchess. Oh, you never take me anywhere nice in the middle of battlefield. Oh, a date night. This wasn't
Anyway,
really a battle. This didn't really look like
it
a
was,
battle, more like a one-sided slaughter.
I don't think my father expected Scervo to bring the ship.
I
Y-
that was
But
oh
he's a
that was
pirate.
him. That was your father?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
That was Granddad?
No. Clar knows.
yeah.
He doesn't talk about him.
You've asked me before why you've never met him. Now you know.
Oh,
Will he be any further trouble, or did Scervo's reenactment of war crimes have something to say about it?
He'll probably want to do something to us, but I I doubt he'll manage much. His influence is pretty limited outside of Doomspace.
Uh-huh.
And the
Wait,
captain's influence?
Pretty much everyone in the Astral Sea knows how scary Scervo is. Some of them are too arrogant to admit it.
I'm not going to not going to lie. I wasn't sure if I even had the heart to enter the battle after the tone he gave. Is
Anyways, Force Space, right? That's where we were headed next.
I
I believe
believe so.
I believe so. Your I believe so. This hopefully this will go smoother than last time.
That's the hope. And we're going to end off our session there. So I know this session ran a little longer. Sorry about that. I just wanted to get the
That's all
Doomspace
right.
stuff sorted out, because otherwise it would have been like this one encounter in Doomspace next time, and then nothing. Then just like it would have to go to Force Space, and it would have felt weird. Anyways,
That's fine.
yeah.
Mhm.
Gonna just stop